Quickly, flee. The Immortal is enraged. Heavens, have I transmigrated only to face death already? Insignificant ants. Damn, I'm still alive. What is happening? Ding, the immortality system has successfully linked. Each year the host survives peacefully, you shall receive 1 free attribute point. Oh heavens, an immortal physique. Then I must quickly find a place for secluded cultivation. I'll wait until those immortals are all dead. After all, I possess an infinite lifespan. The great Xia Imperial Court is conscripting soldiers. Must I also go? You need not. A solitary person is not eligible for conscription. Furthermore, you have been an outstanding constable for 2 consecutive terms, thus exempt from conscription. But I must go. Once on the battlefield, I know not when I shall return, or if I might even perish far from home. I care not for myself, but my heart is troubled, and I cannot be at ease. Among the constables, I find you the most trustworthy. I wish to entrust my daughter to your care. Captain, rest assured, I will certainly take good care of your sister-in-law. Not my sister-in-law, it's my 15-year-old daughter. Shu Zhen. Oh, a young maiden, I am quite skilled in such matters. I have left a considerable sum of money at home to cover her living expenses and your compensation. Remember to care for her well, do not disappoint me. All right then. Shu Jin, are you home? It's Brother Chen. Hello, Brother Chen. Hello, little sister. From now on, I shall care for you. Your father must have already informed you, no? Yes, then I shall move my clothes and bedding to live here. No. That's far too quick. Besides, you are not yet of age. And even if you were of age, it wouldn't necessarily be Brother Chen. Though Brother Chen is a good man, please allow me to politely decline in advance. Should anything happen, simply seek me out. Brother Chen is in the 3rd house on the opposite street. Acknowledged. Congratulations, host, for surviving another year. You have received 1 free attribute point. Increasing my strength is still preferable. Not bad. I grow increasingly robust. My men have thoroughly investigated. What did you find? Weishi Town now has only 1 constable, and the city's soldiers cannot provide reinforcements. Many wealthy individuals have already fled into the city. Damn it, they took all my silver and fled. It matters not. Though they have fled, the merchants of Weishi Town remain. Their presence alone is enough for us brothers to fill our pockets. It had better be. Should silver be scarce, you shall compensate me yourself. Rest assured, none of you brothers shall lack your share. You said Weishi Town now has only 1 constable left? Indeed. The remaining constable is the youngest, only appointed a few years ago. He is but a youth, no cause for concern. Haha, you truly investigated thoroughly. Great leader, we had an agreement, did we not? Naturally. As long as our brothers earn their fill, your share is assured. And what of that young lady you promised? The one I promised? Rest assured, you shall not lack your share of her either. Just wait. Great leader, over here. Which house shall we raid first? Let us go to the house at the town's entrance first. Only a little girl lives there. Her father was once the constable captain, but he was conscripted. He surely left behind much silver. This little girl is the one you desire, is she not? Indeed, great leader is wise. I also wish to see what this young lady looks like. To have you longing for her so deeply. If she is truly exquisite, would you mind letting my elder brother have a taste first? Do you wish to keep her for yourself? I dare not. Come out and play, little beauty. Bandits, what shall we do? Constable Chen is already on his night patrol. That's right, the secret tunnel. The secret tunnel leads directly to Constable Chen's house. Where is the key? Where did I put the tunnel key? What are you scoundrels doing here? Is this the only constable your town has? It is he. Milord, he is usually close with Shu Zhenyi. He's surely here to ruin our plans. Then after today, your Weishi town shall have no constable left. Or perhaps you wish to crawl under my legs, kowtow a few times, call me grandfather, and I might consider sparing your life. Oh, celestial immortals and bodhisattvas, please protect Constable Chen from harm. You must bless him. I beg of you all. Come here and face your demise. You beast, have you been possessed by an evil demon? You know not your own limitations, yet you dare confront your grandfather. Watch as this elder chops you into 2 pieces and tosses you to the pigs. Young master. Save me! Is he even human? That is a military bone-chopping saber specialized for cleaving cavalry. A single blade strike severed all 4 legs of the warhorse. Yet he crushed it with his bare hands? Let us speak calmly. I also have a sworn brother in the Jianghu just 10 miles from here. His name is Yang Gang, known as the Flower Plucker Hand. Surely you have heard of him. Is he so formidable? He can shatter a sturdy wall barehanded and block a river with his hand. That feat was easily accomplished once my strength reached 2 points. What formidable internal strength! Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Chen Xia, the outstanding constable of Jinwei Shi for 4 consecutive terms. You may call me constable. It matters not if you forget, for after reincarnation you shall forget anyway. Great hero, spare us! Great hero, spare us! Fight him to the death. Shuiha brother Xia is truly formidable. Indeed, these are the bandits from outside, matching the wanted posters from the city authorities. I have practiced martial arts since childhood, and in my youth I received inheritance from a Jianghu expert. Slaying a few bandits is hardly worth mentioning. Oh, and that blacksmith who colluded with the bandits has also been cut down by me. That blacksmith usually enjoyed petty thievery. It is no surprise he colluded with the bandits. Xiao, among the bandits you slew, the leader appears to be Yang Zhen. He has a brother named Yang Gang. Do you know of him? He seemed to mention him. Why do you ask? His brother is a notorious tyrant within dozens of miles, relying on his martial arts to bully common folk. In the past 2 years, it is rumored he also has connections with an Immortal Sect. That Immortal Sect is 100 miles from here, a power that has risen over the past 200 years. Its founder was a disciple of an outer Immortal Zong. It is said he possesses terrifying divine abilities, such as blocking rivers with one hand, breathing fire, and controlling water. So he is merely a disciple of an Immortal Zong then? Yang Gang possessed some aptitude and was accepted as a disciple by the Immortal Sect. He left 2 years ago. When he will return, perhaps in 10 or 20 years, is unknown, but when he does, he will surely seek revenge for Yang Li. So it will take decades? Then what is there to fear? I can just slowly cultivate my strength. By the time Yang Gang returns, it will be uncertain who will defeat whom. Perhaps, Xiao, after you collect the bounty for the bandits, you should leave this place for another and live a peaceful life. There is no need to question. Why? Because I am very strong. My strength has reached 10 points. This time I shall try to increase my luck. It seems nothing has changed. But as for luck, it naturally does not change noticeably. Let us just wait and see. Could this be the effect of luck? Heavens! Could you be a reincarnation of the Dragon King? To catch so many fish without bait. Brother Xia, this is the steamed fish I made. Brother Xia, please taste it and see if it is delicious. Let us go fishing together. Last time you caught all the fish yourself. I have not caught a single one yet. Brother Xia, why do you still look so young? How can this be? What if I age yet you remain eternally young? Brother Xia, my only kin has already fallen on the battlefield. Tell me, is there anyone left in this world who truly cares for me? Indeed, there is. Who might that be? Brother Xia, in truth, we are cultivation elders of Waiyu Xianzong 243. Having sensed one bearing great Qiyun emerge in your town, we bid you join Fujiao Xianzong. The Waiyu Xianzong stands a tier above the Xianmen. It is said to be built upon the 9th heaven amidst swirling mists dominating the star rivers, a power governing the mortal realm, infinitely more noble than any earthly emperor. This time, the one bearing great Qiyun detected by the heavenly divination token possesses a terrifying imperial tier grade. As long as this person does not fall, they are destined to become a great emperor, to roam across the universe commanding the starry void. Are you willing to join Fujiao Shenzong and achieve the Supreme Grand Tao? My Heavenly Divination token has 9 variations based on the level of Qi Yun. The first 3 tiers are human, the middle 3 are saint, the top 3 are imperial, represented by white, gold, and brilliant colors to signify Qi Yun. Among the 3 imperial tiers, you belong to the deepest color rank, proving you bear great Qi Yun. Are you perhaps mistaken? The Heavenly Divination token cannot err. You are indeed one bearing great Qi Yun, destined to achieve the Supreme Grand Tao. You must not refuse, nor can you. Had you ordinary Qi Yun, Fujiao Shenzong would let you decide. But your Qi Yun is too immense. If you do not join, external demonic cultivators will surely target you, making your life hard to preserve. But how can we know you won't target Xiaoshue's Qi Yun? That demonic cultivators won't harm Xiaoshue? Are you implying you are immune to such temptation? Our Fujiao Shenzong are protectors of this world. Our Qi Yun is intrinsically linked to the world's own. Hongrong, we absolutely cannot harm this world's bearer of great Qi Yun. I can swear a Grand Tao oath with my very life. I will absolutely not harm this bearer of great Qi Yun, not even a jot. I have sworn the Grand Tao oath. This young girl will sense its power. Furthermore, you have no right to refuse. I only show such deference to a bearer of great Qi Yun. What exactly is cultivation? Fujiao Shenzong primarily cultivates immortal methods, which demands immersion in protecting the Tao. You are a bearer of great Qi Yun, highly likely to achieve the Supreme Grand Tao, yet it requires a long, arduous period of accumulation. At least 10,000 years or even more. Can Brother Xia cultivate alongside me? Can the Heavenly Divination token assay him? If he possesses but a modicum of talent, I can agree. Otherwise, I must seek further instructions. One without Qi Yun. One without Qi Yun. Our Fujiao Shenzong has ancestral edicts, absolutely no admittance. I fear I cannot bring him along. But Brother Xia is truly formidable. Last time he slew over a dozen bandits. What you deem formidable is merely due to your current limited vision. Once you embark upon the cultivation path, and your vision broadens, you will naturally understand the insignificance of mere mortals. However, I can compensate him. Magic treasures, weapons, spirit elixirs, wondrous medicines, immortal arts, and cultivation techniques. Fujiao Shenzong can bestow all these upon him, provided you join. If I go, when Brother Xia faces retaliation from Shanmen, I can stand forth to protect him and walk the path of cultivation with him forever by his side. You need not hesitate. After you join Fujiao Shenzong, I will grant him a cultivation technique. Provided his aptitude is sufficient, you two shall meet again. Of course, the premise is that his aptitude must be sufficient. You are a bearer of great Qi Yun, while he is one without Qi Yun. If you remain together for too long, he will greatly affect your Qi Yun. Only once you achieve righteous Tao mastery can that influence be averted. Thus, for the sake of your Tao attainment, you are fated to separate for now. If destiny still binds you, you shall naturally have tens of thousands of years to be together. Senior Xia, I want to go. If you wish to depart, then do so. Each has their own path, simply live as you desire. What troubles you? Are these tears of joy? I cannot bear to part. We shall meet again. Then this one grants you 3 days for farewells. After 3 days, we shall retrieve you. Senior Xia, Senior Xia. Xiaoshui, am I still conscious, Senior Xia? Why do I perceive you with 2 heads now? Xiaoshui, are you inebriated? I am not inebriated, I'm merely a little dizzy. Very well, very well. Senior Xia, assist me in removing my shoes. Xiaoshui, your feet do not emit an odor, do they? No, they do not. How truly peculiar. Why do I now possess 3 legs? No, that is incorrect. It appears there are now 4. Could it be due to my excessive inebriation? Is that truly so? My face burns with heat. Am I truly inebriated? Do not depart, Senior Xia. Do not leave. Do not abandon me. Very well, very well. Take a seat. Senior Xia, do you believe in the truth of words once uttered? Xiaoshui, you are truly inebriated. I am not inebriated. Every word I utter comes from my heart. Senior Xia, I hold affection for you. I know not since when this began. Perhaps it was in spring or perhaps in autumn. I know not if it was affection nurtured over time or love at first sight. I neither know nor comprehend. Yet, one day, just as flowers must bloom in spring and fruits must ripen in autumn, there was no discernible reason. I hold affection for you. Senior Xia, I truly hold deep affection for you. Am I truly not inebriated? Were it not for this chance at immortal cultivation, perhaps I would never utter these words in my lifetime. I felt deeply insecure, believing Senior Xia and I belonged not to the same world. I feared I was unworthy of Senior Xia. I am already 23 years of age, yet Senior Xia shows no trace of aging. I constantly ponder this. If in time I become an aged crone while Senior Xia retains his youth, what then shall I do? Each time I ponder it, great sorrow fills my heart. However, this opportunity for immortal cultivation has granted me a chance. I wish to stay by your side for longer. We have made a promise. Magic treasures, immortal elixirs, or cultivation techniques. Choose one. I shall grant you a supreme grade item, enough for a mortal like you to use for an entire lifetime. Is there a cultivation technique that consumes one's lifespan for cultivation? Your choice is truly peculiar. You actually desire a cultivation technique that sacrifices lifespan for cultivation. Even powerful cultivators with millennia of cultivation dare not casually practice such a technique. A mere mortal like you truly possesses immense audacity. From a young age, I have always been audacious. If it doesn't inflict harm upon the body, I wouldn't even deign to cultivate it. Such a cultivation technique is quite rare. I have a record of one, named Guishi technique. Though named Guishi, it is in fact a secret art that sacrifices lifespan for cultivation. However, this Guishi technique is merely a Jindan cultivation technique, at most allowing one to cultivate to the Jindan realm. As for its specific capabilities, I have never cultivated it, thus I am unclear. But the texts briefly describe that upon reaching great perfection of the Jindan, it can begin to enhance all aspects of the body's capabilities. Who knows what extraordinary individual conceived of such a thing? If you wish, I can bestow upon you 2 additional lifespan pills. The first pill can extend your lifespan by 100 years. The second pill's effect is halved, only increasing lifespan by 50 years. I choose the Guishi technique. I have no need for the lifespan pills. Exchange them for something else, preferably something that can directly boost my strength. Then I shall give you 2 foundation establishment pills. Hereafter, remain obediently in the lower realm. Do not harbor any more fanciful notions. From now on, you and the Saintess shall be worlds apart. 3 years of lifespan for Jindan, 3 years of lifespan for a great expert, 30,000 years of lifespan for a Junsheng, 300,000 years to cultivate into an unrivaled being. Didn't that old man say this was merely a Jindan cultivation technique? Why are Junsheng and unrivaled beings mentioned now? Is he merely boasting? A Jindan cultivator only possesses 500 years of lifespan. An ordinary person would nearly reach Jindan after 300 years of cultivation. This cultivation technique further demands sacrificing 300 years of lifespan to achieve Jindan. With only 200 years remaining, what more could one cultivate? Is this not merely hastening one's own demise? But this flawed cultivation technique has found its destined practitioner. They are perfectly matched. As previously stated, although it will consume lifespan, the cultivation speed will increase exceptionally rapidly. Before Jindan, the cultivation speed is approximately threefold, meaning one only needs a century to achieve Jindan. Not to mention, I can also enhance my attributes. This time I am truly on the verge of cultivating into an unrivaled being. Currently, I have reached the 7th layer of Qi refining. It is estimated I will achieve foundation establishment in another 2 decades. My current strength is 20 points and my destiny is 6 points. With my current strength, I have reached a terrifying level, capable of moving mountains and severing rivers. Is this truly possible? Da Gui Shi technique. Moreover, a Yuanying cultivation method has also appeared, and furthermore, cultivation efficiency has increased by 20%. Previously, 100 years were required to achieve Jindan, now it only takes 80 years. Everyone, this village chief Chen Xia of Zhenwei Mountain is truly an immortal. Most likely. I once heard those familiar with Chen Xia say that throughout these past 2 decades, his appearance has not changed in the slightest. Aside from an immortal, who else possesses such ability? Even with face-changing techniques, such an effect is impossible. Furthermore, a maiden chosen by an immortal previously ascended to immortality. He must have gained significant benefits himself. A maiden close to him was chosen by an immortal, so why not him? No one knows the answer to that. Perhaps it's because Chen Xia's aptitude is truly abysmal? In my opinion, he is simply not favored by immortals. The rumors of him being an immortal are nothing but exaggeration. Look at Zhenwei Mountain now, bustling with activity. We've all contributed much, waiting for Chen Xia to accept disciples. Countless people have sought him out, yet he accepts none. It's rumored that 20 years ago, Chen Xia killed a pair of bandits with his bare hands. Whether that rumor is true or not, merely killing a pair of bandits is something many in the Jianghu can accomplish. Leaving ancient tales aside, even the Qike Zhuyan nearby could certainly do it. Not to mention, within 100 Li, there's even an immortal sect. But who knows the truth behind these claims? Then let us investigate and see if he is a dragon or a worm. What splendid weather today. With nothing pressing, I shall take a stroll. Ha ha ha. Greetings, town chief. If you must fight, at least avoid doing so in my presence. After all, I am the town chief now. These iron heads are too dull to even slaughter pigs, yet they dream of killing people. Kowtow to me twice now, and I might still spare your dog's life. Do not run rampant here. Town Chief Chen, they clearly provoked us first. You cannot be biased, can you? It was clearly you wretches who came to cause trouble first, and now you dare to blame it on this old man? Young lady, go home quickly. Do not be afraid. So what if we scared the young girl? Can you not find another place for your antics? Indeed, I was too impulsive and did not think it through. After this, I will compensate for all damaged tables and chairs at their original price. As will we. You know I am a reasonable man. Compensate me now, and I shall overlook your transgressions this once. As long as you cause no more trouble within the town, then compensate, and I shall not interfere further. But how can Jianghu grievances be simply discarded with a word? Once enmity is forged in the Jianghu, it must be resolved thoroughly for true satisfaction. If this drags on, won't my brethren and I be ridiculed when we step out? You are right. It seems you have misunderstood something. My domain is not the Jianghu. Wherever there are people, there will be Jianghu. It seems you truly do not know what's good for you. Town Chief, if you truly cannot distinguish right from wrong, my brethren and I will risk our lives to reclaim our justice. We respect you as an extraordinary man, so please do not use your status to bully others. I do not enjoy killing, but that does not mean I cannot kill. I wonder what Town Chief Chen means by that statement. Nanshan Ancient Valley Sword Cultivator, Huaihai Pinghu Patrol, Tijing Jingde, Dari Shan. I care not what forces stand behind you. Within 50 breaths, pay my compensation and flee this town, or face the consequences. Are your words not too arrogant? Though you are Town Chief, you do not command this entire town. Your demeanor is truly overbearing. Overbearing, you say? I've changed my mind. It seems the reputation of an immortal is indeed no mere rumor. Do you still wish to fight? It was our recklessness, brethren. We shall compensate immediately and depart at once. That would be for the best. When trouble arises, we invite the esteemed sir. When calamity strikes, we beg you to protect Dasong's peace. Were you the one behind this, probing me? This humble one was presumptuous, but it was truly unavoidable. Currently, Dasong is facing foreign invaders in truly dire straits. We respectfully invite the esteemed sir to emerge from seclusion and protect Dasong's peace. Why invite me? Are no others from the Jianghu suitable? Alas, we naturally extended invitations to many Jianghu heroes, but their aid was limited. Only esteemed sir, having embarked upon the immortal Dao, possesses the power to sway the tide of victory. Currently within Dasong territory, an immortal sect still stands. It is rumored their sect master is also an immortal, yet he has been in secluded cultivation for far too long. Even when the emperor himself came to seek an audience, he could not persuade the immortal to emerge from seclusion. Are there no other immortals? In our lower realm, there are no other immortals. The lower realm? Are we truly in the lower realm? This is the mortal realm. Above us lies the heaven realm, where immortals truly reside. However, immortals of the upper realm seldom descend to the mortal world without cause. The last time an immortal descended was to select disciples within a town. Has an immortal never massacred an entire city before? There has never been such a record. Moreover, ancient texts record that immortals descending to the mortal realm have their power greatly diminished, forcing them to cultivate anew from scratch. There are even records of powerful martial experts slaying immortals who descended. The place I transmigrated to must not be within Dasong territory. Thus, it is only natural that Dasong is unaware of that obliterated town. Dasong is willing to bestow upon Sir the title of Imperial Advisor. We implore Sir to emerge and aid our nation. Let us defer this discussion. I prefer to live my days in quiet tranquility. Esteemed sir, our nation faces imminent peril. I am utterly powerless to act. To merely kneel and weep bitterly would be to bring eternal shame upon my family. I truly am a good-for-nothing. The variables on the battlefield are too vast. What if the opposing side also harbors some monstrous entity? Would I not then be in grave danger? Let me continue to cultivate in seclusion, accumulating more attribute points. If I silently add another 70 years, surely after forming my Jindan, I shall be invincible within this lower realm. What is amiss? The town chief has been afflicted by a malevolent spirit. This manner of death precisely mirrors the corpses from 20 years past. Where is Taoist priest Mu Xie? Did he not vow to eradicate this malevolent spirit years ago? Taoist priest Mu is deceased. When he failed to arrive, we resolved to search for him. Halfway there, we discovered the Taoist priest's lifeless body by the roadside. Town chief, hark back 20 years. I accepted payment from a wealthy household to investigate these malevolent omens. Through numerous methods and countless clues, all signs pointed toward the deep mountains before our town. I ventured into the mountains at high noon when the sun blazed with its fiercest intensity. Following the faint trail forged by hunters, I ascended halfway up the mountainside, where the path abruptly vanished. The inner mountain forest was too dense, sunlight could not pierce its depths. Clutching my compass, I maintained unwavering vigilance, forging another 5 miles through the wilderness. As I penetrated the forest's deepest reaches, the temperature plummeted. Though it was clearly midday, the chill was akin to the dead of winter. I beheld a desolate ruined village, accompanied by over 100 graves. In my panic, I hastily glimpsed the village's name, Zhentoshan. Quickly, follow me out. Standing halfway up the mountainside, gazing down at the foothills, I then realized this mountain range resembled a coiled demonic dragon, and Zhen Weishi stretched out like its slender tail. Only then did I recall a rumor from an old sage. The character Wei in Zhen Weishi indeed signifies dragon's tail. Within the deep mountains, a Jiao dragon lies in hibernation, nurturing myriad ghosts. Among those myriad ghosts, 1 or 2 would occasionally descend the mountain to prey upon the villagers. Moreover, the closer the Jiao dragon draws to awakening, the more dire this situation becomes. Ultimately, it will culminate in the night parade of myriad ghosts. If Taoist priest Mu's words bear truth, then this Jiao dragon must be extraordinarily potent. It lies hidden within the deep mountains, patiently awaiting its moment to emerge into the world. Town Chief, what thoughts occupy your mind? Have you heard the tale of Yugong moving mountains? I haven't heard. Who is Yugong? Quickly take the body for a proper burial. This mortal realm is far from peaceful. There are demonic fiends, Jianghu masters, national calamities, and now even flood dragons have emerged. Logically, I should find a place to hide. I've been quietly accumulating points for millennia, but having accepted the position of town head, I should still do something. Brother Long, are you here? This is the first time I'm exerting such might after boosting my power by 25 points. The deep mountains are right before me. I simply haven't visited them before. Once I arrive, this place will no longer be known as Deep Mountains. Since I don't know where the flood dragon is, nor the abandoned village's location, then there's only one way. Destroy the entire mountain. And you call yourself a dragon? If I devour just 100 more living beings, I can transform into a flood dragon. Why do you obstruct me? Do you not fear the retribution of the heavenly Tao? I truly do not fear it. I gain strength through a system of points, and I am not of this world. The heavenly Tao truly cannot govern me. Judging by cultivation realms, this great serpent is likely in the chi refining stage. Its flood dragon transformation would be equivalent to foundation establishment. In the mortal realm, it's considered unrivaled. Alas, it met me, who is even more so. This can be considered the eradication of a hidden menace for Zhen Weishi town. My chi luck is taking effect. Obtained elementary flood dragon chi. This must be the elementary flood dragon chi. This flood dragon chi is like a flood dragon condensed from sheer will. My current strength is likely on par with Tuishan. If calculated by cultivator realms, it's the upper stage of foundation establishment, roughly layers 7 to 9. This is Yang Gang, who joined the Immortal Sect 30 years ago. Yang Gang has found the Immortal Tao. Now that he has emerged wielding his Azure River plucking sword, where does he intend to go? Where the great river empties into the sea, it appears to be Xiaojianghu. Yang Gang carries his sword to Xiaojianghu. He cultivated for 30 years. Why did he come to Xiaojianghu immediately after emerging? The reason is still unclear. When the time comes, we must speak with discretion. He has cultivated immortal techniques. He is certainly no longer as he once was. So, should we inform the immortal at Xiaojianghu? He has been in seclusion for too long. He is likely at a crucial juncture. If we disturb him, I fear it will disrupt his cultivation. Quickly summon your representatives here. The immortal has graced Xiaojianghu with his presence. Our failure to welcome him in time is our fault. Please allow us to prepare a dust-washing ceremony for the immortal. We invite you to follow us. Huh. This is not Xiaojianghu. This is Zhen Weishi town. Elder Yang. That was from several years ago. This place is now known as Xiaojianghu. 35 years ago, I entered the Immortal Sect to cultivate. In the same year, my younger brother also achieved enlightenment. I always believed both brothers had bright futures. Who would have thought that just before I left the mountain, a fellow sectmate used divination techniques to deduce that my younger brother had died in Zhen Weishi town? If you indeed renamed Zhenwei Creek to Little Jianghu 35 years ago, then present the culprit who murdered my younger brother at once. Anyone connected to the culprit, I shall kill them all. Senior, that matter was 35 years ago. We only assumed control of Little Jianghu, which was then Zhenwei Creek, a mere 10 years ago. How could we find the culprit from 35 years ago? Divination reveals that person is still in this town alive and has not left it for 35 years. I have my own methods of discernment. If they haven't left for 35 years, they must be a native of Zhenwei Creek. I will immediately send people to investigate. We will soon have an answer for you. 3 hours. I will only wait for you for 3 hours. If after 3 hours there is still no information, I will kill one of you first. Yes, yes, indeed. How bothersome. Sect Master, ever since we renamed it Little Jianghu, all former residents of Zhenwei Creek have moved away. There are no original residents of Zhenwei Creek left here. It seems one of you is destined to die today. Senior, please do not be hasty. Though they have moved, where did they go? Just give us more time, and we will surely find out for you. Just give us a few more days, and we will certainly find useful information for you. The greatest luxury to me at this moment is time. After 3 hours, if there is still no useful information, I will kill another one of you. Yes, yes, we will immediately dispatch people to search. If Senior can divine and deduce, could you perhaps calculate a few more clues to aid our search? An immortal's methods of deduction have many limitations. It is not that whatever one wishes to know can be divined. You mere mortals do not understand, so do not speak so presumptuously. Yes, yes, what is the current state of the Jianghu? Who is the foremost figure? Who are the powerful masters? The Martial Alliance leader is still Yue Tianqiu, but the list of masters has changed greatly. Currently, the top of the 10 great masters is Zuo Feiyang of Mount Laomiao. His internal strength is as vast as a mountain. He once single-handedly soared 300 meters high over the sea. He possesses the bearing of an immortal, but it is merely soaring over the sea and flying in the air. Compared to you, a true immortal, Zuo Feiyang is naturally still far inferior. Continue. The second is the Tijianbue Jutiansui, a figure beneath one above 10,000 whose might causes even the Song dynasty to falter. The emperor himself has pleaded countless times with your Shizun from that era. Yet, that so-called Zhu Tiansui is merely at the pinnacle of mortals. Senior speaks truly. The third is the silent eminent monk of Yanglong Temple, but Grandmaster Silent has not appeared for 5 years. Rumor has it he is undergoing death seclusion and no one knows his specific situation now. Yanglong Temple is passable. It has some foundational heritage from 200 years ago. But today's Jianghu has not only failed to progress but has steadily regressed. In truth, besides the 10 great masters, there are 2 immortals who are too powerful to be ranked. Oh, what sort of individuals dare claim the title of immortal? The first, you surely know. It is your Shizun, the great song's first immortal. Of course I know this. My esteemed Shizun truly cannot be ranked among mere mortals, but who exactly is this other individual who dares to stand as an equal to my Shizun to be called one of the 2 immortals? When I entered the immortal gate, I never heard of such an individual. Could it be some unknown person suddenly appearing, using petty tricks to make you believe it? You simply do not know. This immortal appeared during the 35 years since you entered the immortal gate. It said his power can move mountains, and a single drop of water is enough to kill. He was once the town chief of Zhenwei Creek, but he resigned 10 years ago. If he can truly move mountains, then those are indeed the methods of an immortal. But have any of you witnessed it firsthand? That incident occurred 10 years ago. We have only heard rumors. However, many speak of it, thus it cannot be false. If the immortal has resided in Weishi Town for 35 years, never having left, he is still an individual. Yet, to disturb such a celestial, I fear it would displease him greatly. Moreover, the immortal is presently in seclusion. Secluded cultivation. Am I then forbidden from meeting him? He is an immortal, and I too am an immortal. What's more, I am a true immortal. His status is uncertain. Indeed, the false aspect of his supposed truth appears far greater. Furthermore, even if he truly emerged from seclusion, what of it? I am equally capable. Your Excellency is of course a genuine immortal. However, that celestial is surely no ordinary cultivator. He has not emerged from seclusion for many years. I fear this is a critical juncture and we should not disturb him. Then, what course of action do you suggest for this one? Perhaps this senior should return for now. Once that immortal emerges from seclusion, I shall immediately dispatch someone to inform you. Then the 2 of you may meet and converse. Do you truly believe my patience is boundless? As I have stated, the most precious commodity at this moment is time itself. We dare not. I merely fear a rash disturbance of the immortal would leave him with a poor impression of your Excellency. Impression, you say? You would do well to consider how you shall survive what comes next. This senior, please do not wrath. We shall immediately lead you to that immortal for discussion. Discussion, you say? Summon him here. I shall wait for 3 hours. Should he fail to appear within 3 hours, all those connected to you shall perish. Our sect master is in critical peril. I willingly accept this grave responsibility. Should I incur the immortal's wrath and perish here, I beseech you all to care for my family. Your kin and our 3 great sects shall never forget your contributions. Indeed, from this day forth your family shall be as my own. Should any dare to harm them, I shall personally slay that fiend. Is the immortal present? This humble one seeks an audience. What is it? This junior has no intention to offend, but merely seeks an audience with your excellency. This junior acts thus due to a grave matter. I beg the immortal's forgiveness. What is this matter? An immortal from Shanmen has arrived by the river, seeking to meet your excellency. He currently awaits at the ferry crossing. Should you refuse to go, he threatens to slay the sect masters of our 3 sects. So quick to wrath is he? Indeed. What are you doing? We implore your excellency to emerge from seclusion and save our sect masters. Oh, where is this place? How many years have passed since this one entered secluded cultivation? This is Wei Shi town. 10 years have passed since your excellency entered seclusion. What is the name of the one who seeks this one? That immortal's name is Yang Gang. Why does he seek this one? It is said he seeks vengeance for his younger brother. 35 years ago, his younger brother was slain in Wei Shi town. Ah, indeed. Does he have a younger brother named Yang Jian? Not Yang Fei, but Yang Jian. Yes, he has a younger brother named Yang Jian. I killed him. Then that's right, Yang Gang has come for you. How strong is he? He must have entered the immortal Dao. He crossed the river on Lotus's sword in hand. He cleaved the Crimson Pier with one strike, yet he is not truly strong. A guest from afar, give him 2 punches first. If he doesn't die, then we can talk. Alright, rise. Stop kneeling. I am no emperor. We wonder if you would be willing to save our sect master. Sect master. Let's go. Haha. What now? This stance, do you wish to fight to the death with me? Haha, in that case I shall hang all your heads from the eaves. Then the entire street will be filled with heads. What a magnificent sight that would be. Haha, so you are Yang Gang. You wish to die? Save those words for yourself. You dare claim to be an immortal? Then let me test your true immortal might. You have arrived at the wrong time. As long as I slay you, any time is the right time. You should have arrived 35 years ago, on the very night I killed your younger brother. The longer you delayed, the less you should seek revenge for that shameful trash. Very well, today I shall slaughter every single one of you. Your murderous intent is too profound. Without enduring tribulations, how can one become an immortal? You lack even the most basic strength, yet you dare attempt to draw your sword? You can barely withstand a flick of my finger, yet you recoil 50 paces. If you were to block a single punch from me, wouldn't you be sent back into your mother's womb? I fear you lack the power to reverse time itself. Have you perhaps misunderstood something? I meant your mother's womb in your next reincarnation. Since you yearn for death so greatly, I shall grant your wish. Soon I will peel off your skin layer by layer, carve your flesh, crush your bones, gouge out your organs, and extract your soul to light a sky lantern. Alas, I am a benevolent person and cannot offer you such fine treatment. As a courtesy in return, I shall simply strike you dead. You are at death's door, yet still so boastful. How can this be? How is this possible? Impossible. You, worthy of being called an immortal? Allow me to enlighten you on what a true immortal truly is. Chi fortune has taken effect. Nascent Flood Dragon Chi has evolved into Intermediate Flood Dragon Chi. If there is nothing else, I shall take my leave. Whatever your commands may be, we shall exert all our strength to fulfill them. Alright? Regarding this immortal sect of Yang Wei, how much do you know? It is Yang Gong, not Yang Wei. He is a disciple of the Genmen 80 Li away. 35 years ago he formally entered, becoming that immortal's final true disciple. He gained renown 35 years ago, though his infamy far outweighed it. Having committed countless heinous acts, it's astonishing he could still join an immortal sect. As for his immortal sect, it is said to have been founded 300 years ago. Their founder was once the sole immortal revered by the great Song dynasty, even acknowledged by immortals in the heavenly realm. A century ago, that immortal emerged and single-handedly swept through the dragon-nurturing monastery. However, he has not appeared since. Rumor has it he entered seclusion unto death. I hope he truly perished. Ah! Haha, you truly are a jester. I am indeed rather amusing, but my previous statement was no jest. Oh! Do you have any commands for me? Where are the original inhabitants of Weishi Town? Why are they all from the Jianghu? The old residents of Weishi Town sold their homes for a high price and moved to the nearest city. Now Weishi Town is mostly populated by those of the Jianghu. We implore the Immortal to emerge and save the great Song from its dire predicament. I recall it was you who came last time. A decade has passed, yet this war remains unsettled. The barbarian hordes possess formidable martial prowess. However, years ago His Majesty found a way to counter them, temporarily stabilizing the situation. But 5 years later, His Majesty passed away. The Crown Prince, still young and unfamiliar with warfare, allowed the barbarian army to advance over 100 li. It was only by the Grand Princess, who had studied many military treatises, personally leading the troops, that the situation was barely held. Does your great Song not possess its own generals? Why must you still send the Grand Princess to battle? In the past, the late Emperor weakened the power of military commanders, instead fostering civil officials. Ah, then you have only yourselves to blame. What concern is that of mine? I am but a useless one. I am truly useless. It's not that I don't wish to act, merely that I am indolent. Perhaps it is due to cultivating the great turtle breathing technique. Now, I prefer stillness over action. No, continuing like this, I truly will become a tortoise. I must exercise. Alright, exercise complete. Grand Princess, your subordinate is incompetent and failed to invite the Immortal. It is fine, I cannot blame you. If the Immortal does not wish to come, none can compel him. What of the newly recruited Jianghu heroes? Is there any news? Some heroes have come to aid us, but their numbers are less than 3/10 of previous years. Those who wish to come have long since arrived, and those who do not can never be swayed, not even in a lifetime. However, this time Zuo Feiyang, the foremost under heaven, and that venerable monk have both come, along with many other renowned experts of old. Is that truly sufficient? If we cannot hold the line, what then? Grand Princess, please rest assured, I swear upon my life to defend the city gates. How many times must I tell you? Imperial father has passed, and my younger brother now reigns. I am stationed at the border. What decorum is there in still addressing me as Grand Princess? Address me as General. Yes, General. On behalf of the Great Song, I implore you to emerge and save the Great Song from its perilous crisis. I vow to bestow upon you the title of Imperial Preceptor and accede to all your demands. I must clarify one thing for you. Though I am a benevolent soul, you possess no reward enticing enough to move me, do you? Yet you have resided within the Great Song's territories for many years. Surely you harbor some affection for it? Furthermore, should the savagely ruthless barbarian hordes invade the Great Song, they will undoubtedly massacre the common folk. Your emergence is not merely to save the Great Song, but also to save the common people. What you say is correct, but I am not swayed by sentiment. Your morals hold no sway over me. But I apologize for disturbing you. It is good that you know this. The Destiny Chi takes effect. Contact with the Imperial family has granted me the essence of the Flood Dragon. Is that even possible? You may return first, I shall arrive in 3 days. That Xianxia is willing to intervene is truly excellent. The Great Song knows not how to repay this. I shall immediately inform my Imperial brother to appoint Xianxia as the National Grand Master. When this metric reaches 100, the Flood Dragon will undergo its next ascension. Why did this notification not appear when I was a constable and town chief? Could it be that my previous status was too low? This means that the higher my future status, the stronger the enhancement effects I shall receive. General, the barbarian army has launched another attack. 100,000 iron cavalry are charging directly towards the city. Order the soldiers to prepare their bows and crossbows to defend the city walls. They are not to sally forth, but to rain arrows upon the barbarian army from above. Furthermore, inform the Jianghu experts within the city to reinforce the internal defenses. Do not allow any barbarian experts to slip through the gaps. Has the Xianren still not arrived? The soldiers guarding the rear have received no news. It is likely the Xianren has not yet arrived. I hope so. From the barbarian side, an unrivaled martial expert has emerged. Last time, he single-handedly decimated 3,300 armored soldiers, almost reaching the level where one person can turn the tide of an entire battlefield. That barbarian is truly formidable. We also have Jianghu experts participating in the battle. Surely they can stop him. I have already asked Zuo Feiyang. He said that even if he and the old monk combine their strength, they are still a rank below that barbarian martial expert, making victory very difficult. If they were to fight to the death, it is very likely they would lose their lives at his hands. Is that barbarian martial expert truly that unrivaled? 6 years ago, when that barbarian martial expert suddenly appeared, he single-handedly shattered 3,000 elite soldiers. On every battlefield he has graced, he has been victorious in every battle. If not for Zuo Feiyang and the Jianghu experts' intervention, the city would have long since been breached by him. It is suspected the barbarian army has colluded with overseas Qi cultivators. Did not the Qi cultivators declare 100 years ago that they would no longer interfere in worldly affairs? He said it, and you believe him? Many of the barbarian army's tactics seem to be manipulated by Qi cultivators from behind, especially the siege 6 years ago. The weather was unusually hot, and the provisions within the city spontaneously ignited, spreading for hundreds of meters. Chaos erupted before a single blow was struck, creating an opportunity for the barbarians to seize and infiltrate. That fire that day was truly too strange. I fear these barbarian martial experts have allied with overseas Qi cultivators. They are already very strong. If they were to gain all sorts of divine abilities from overseas Qi cultivators, I fear they would no longer fear anyone, as Xianren possess divine abilities to cleave rivers and move mountains with a flick of their hand. If they truly act, how could that barbarian martial expert possibly contend? Let us hope so. What is the current situation? Reporting, Your Excellency. The barbarian army and their iron cavalry are encamped 1,000 meters outside. They have not yet rushed to attack the city. Our bows cannot reach them, so we can only continue to hold our defenses. The great king fires an arrow. Young friend Yang. Allow me to assist you. You shall not achieve a breakthrough. The martial Tao fundamentally requires constant progress. You two useless individuals stagnate in place, and naturally, you shall be eliminated. Qi cultivation momentum. We have held out for 6 years. Could it be that today is the day of our end? Listen, retreat. There is still a defensive line behind us. This place was entrusted to us. Retreat where to? 6 years ago, we retreated hundreds of li. If we retreat further now, our only option is to fall back to the capital. I would have no face to confront the common folk of the Great Song. Let me live and die with this city. Get back. Do you not understand the language of the Great Song? All of you, be gone. Are you courting death? So, you do understand? I am quite lazy and do not like to exert myself. Think for yourselves and be gone, and I can spare your lives. You are a master of the Great Song? I am no master of the Great Song. My name is Xianxia. You may also call me the Imperial Advisor of the Great Song. An immortal has arrived. Quickly, inform the Great General, an immortal is here. My 3,000 step iron cavalry are enough to sweep across the land. 30,000 iron cavalry are invincible on the battlefield. Behind me I have 300,000 iron cavalry, enough to hunt down the entire Great Song. A mere Jianghu master like you dares to block my path? Before my 300,000 iron cavalry's charge, you are but an ant. In the blink of an eye, you will be crushed and become a lost soul beneath their blades. 300,000. Is this the might of a single kick from an immortal? What are 300,000 iron cavalry? 3 million would not even be worth mentioning. Imperial Advisor General, we have won. The barbarian army has retreated. The Imperial Advisor is truly formidable. This is the power of an immortal, transforming despair into boundless hope. All thanks to one person. Perhaps this is the peak of power in the mortal realm. What skill is there in a sneak attack? Salutations, Imperial Advisor. All of you, return to the city and rest first. Leave the rest to me. Are you truly so skilled in combat? Indeed. More skilled than I. You wretched song people, if you have the capability, grant me 30 more years of cultivation. By then I shall surely take your head. Even now you cannot defeat me, let alone 30 years from now. A good body but a dog's brain. You merely benefited from being born earlier, in an era where the heavenly earth's chi was most prosperous, thus encountering the cultivation opportunity. In terms of innate talent, I far surpass you all. Just grant me 30 years, and when the next era of opportunities arrives, I will ascend to the peak, and I shall surely kill you. Let me pose a question to you. In 30 years, how old will you be? I am only 30 now. In 30 years, I will merely be 60. For a cultivator, that is still the prime of one's youth, when combat prowess is at its peak. Truly a dog's brain. I spoke no falsehood. In 30 years, you will surely still be 30 years old. Are you afraid? Are you afraid you will lose to me in 30 years? Indeed. I am afraid that dog's brain cannot even perform simple calculations. But you dare not. Cowardly wretch, you dare not even grant 30 years. Yet you dare call yourself an immortal? It would be more accurate to call you a coward. If you bark any further, I will turn your corpse into a specimen. You petty, cowardly wretch. Still able to speak? I had originally intended to grant you a swift death. Unexpectedly, you are so verbose. Grant you 30 years, could you slay me? Cease your jesting. Do you think I would not grow stronger? Now or 30 years hence, you shall forever remain my defeated foe. By what right should I grant you 30 years? If your attitude were better and you humbly sought proper discourse, perhaps in good spirits, I'd grant you 30 years. But you uttered death threats. It seems you cherish your life too little. I am rather benevolent, but not unconditionally kind. Celestial One, descend. Celestial One, descend. This mortal body is truly too frail, only able to exert this meager strength. Lower Sect Master, you paid respects to this upper Sect Immortal. You were the one who invited me. This junior invited the Immortal to descend to eliminate this person and prepare for the upper Sect's future descent. This world is under Fujiao Tianzong's jurisdiction, yet it is so barren, not even possessing a single Jindan cultivator. Why must you summon me here, do you not know? Just now, I finally managed to converse with the Saintess, yet because of your trash, I was forced to descend to this realm. This junior was ignorant and has disturbed the High Immortal. This junior deserves death. This junior deserves death. You truly deserve death. And you also deserve death. If not for an ant like you, I wouldn't have been forced to descend. Then return now. Who is stopping you? You ruined my chance to converse with the Saintess. Now you wish for me to simply return? How could it be so easy? I will harvest the souls of this multitude, making them my cultivation origin essence. Only then can I somewhat compensate for the losses incurred by descending. Merely an ant at Foundation establishment. By what right do you dare obstruct my path? Though my strength diminished by descending, it is not something an ant like you can challenge. Perish. Childish antics are no longer welcome. How tiresome. You are merely a slightly larger ant, a bit above others, but still an ant destined to be crushed by me. Have you ever considered that all who exist in this world are but ants? Even a descender such as yourself, and I am the largest of ants. Be gone. A heart lost amidst the dark. Understanding one's gray embrace. Thought to have gained enlightenment, with flowers blooming everywhere, yet seeing the horizon gradually redden. Believing memories were gone, yet they surge forth anew. Only upon maturity does one realize how difficult it is to find tranquility. In combat, I am serious. In scheming, I am a professional. If all in this world are ants, then I am the largest of them all. No matter who comes to this world, they must obey me. Of course you could tear apart this world or retract your previous words. You truly are the largest, but an ant is still but an ant. That is enough. As long as I remain the largest ant, I shall be unrivaled. Impossible. Though your talent lacks true strength, once you leave this world and step into the myriad realms, you will comprehend the terror of a true heaven's chosen. Ancient bloodlines, insect kin, forgotten races, sacred bodies, divine bodies, these are not things you can contend against. This paltry realm cannot shield you from emperor-level existences who can rend heaven and earth with but a thought. No. Then are you an emperor? An emperor is an existence we do not even dare to contemplate. Their origins span entire epochs. Their power suffices to manipulate the stars and yin-yang. So, do you know an emperor? An emperor is not an existence I can possibly contact. I do not even dare casually utter their title. Then it is no matter. I can kill you without worries. You need not kill me, nor could you succeed. This is merely a wisp of my divine soul. Though your status is lowly, I am willing to cooperate with you. Let us harvest the living beings of this world together. Extract their origin essence, and then I can lead you from this place. You shall experience the myriad Taos. Do I look like such a fool? Why do you say that? Why do you use such childish lies to deceive me? No, I am not deceiving you. You ant, if you dare destroy my divine soul. From this moment forth, once you leave this realm, I shall hunt you across the myriad realms for myriad years, until your very soul is utterly crushed. Oh, how I tremble with fear. Chi luck effect. You have slain a wisp of divine soul from an immortal of the Tao Sea realm from the upper realm. You receive 3 streams of unrivaled intent. When slaying enemies beyond your cultivation realm, you gain 1 stream of unrivaled intent for each realm surpassed. This blesses you to transcend your limits. Accumulating 3,000 streams of unrivaled intent within the same cultivation realm will make one truly unrivaled. It opens the path to becoming an emperor, allowing you to ascend to the myriad heavens. Must I have 3,000 streams to open that path? I only have 3 streams now. It is still far off. Chi luck effect. You have defeated an upper realm immortal and received his cultivation technique. Xuanhun Dao Scroll, Volume 1. Xuanhun pervades heaven and earth, allowing cultivation for myriad years without perishing. The 3,000 grand Daos converge into a single chapter. One must cultivate Xuanhun Qi to comprehend this Dao scroll. Defeating a formidable enemy yields reward. That is reasonable. Be gone. As for those Qi refiners, they need not remain. Immortal, please spare our lives. From this day forth, we shall live peacefully in reclusion overseas, daring no further action. I also wish to spare you. However, the deeds you have committed leave me uneasy. We implore the immortal. We shall devote ourselves wholeheartedly to cultivation, abstaining from all worldly connections, even with the fairer sex. May the immortal's power flourish, strong as ironwood. Oh, in this world none possess such peerless talent. You need not worry, immortal. As you know, I am a good person and quite lazy. Normally, if I need not act, I shall not. Yes, you are a great good person, but I am no fool. I apologize for disappointing you. I do not wish to live in this state of unease. I shall end your lives swiftly, so you need not endure prolonged agony. Therefore, be on your way. Effect. People support granted 45 points of Flood Dragon Chi. A full increase of 45 points. It seems I have truly gained the reverence of the great Song populace. Indeed, my true might is undeniable. My lord, are you feeling unwell? It is nothing. How much longer until we reach the imperial capital? At this pace, we should arrive in approximately 3 days. By then, His Majesty will be able to receive you. Very well, inform me upon our arrival. I shall rest now. Understood.
Finally, the time to meet the Imperial Preceptor draws near. Hurry, we must not keep the Imperial Preceptor waiting for this Emperor. Lord Shu, Lord Shu, Lord Shu, Lord Shu. The Princess Royal has arrived. Imperial Sister, has the Imperial Preceptor not arrived yet? He should be arriving soon. Imperial Preceptor, the Imperial Court session has begun. Imperial Preceptor, perhaps we should escort the Imperial Preceptor to the main hall. The Imperial Preceptor has arrived. Su. Where is the Imperial Preceptor? Did you by any chance delay the Imperial Preceptor? Your humble servants informed him to have an audience with His Majesty, but the Imperial Preceptor refused to emerge. Fools, how dare they claim to have an audience with this Emperor? It should be this emperor, who goes to have an audience with the imperial preceptor. I, Songwei, humbly request an audience with the imperial preceptor. If the imperial preceptor harbors any dissatisfaction, please speak openly with me. I shall dedicate all my efforts to rectify it. You, the Emperor of Great Song, Songwei, are a loyal supporter of this imperial preceptor. Not bad. You understand etiquette well. This is as it should be. To our great song, the imperial preceptor is akin to our second parents. If that is so, then I am your father. Adoptive father. I did not expect this emperor to be so adaptable. I merely uttered a passing remark, yet the emperor took it to heart. Adoptive father, please take the seat of honor. Let us commence the imperial court session. What if the imperial preceptor directly occupies the dragon throne in the center? Are we to leave His Majesty standing to the side? What is to be done now? How are we to know? Bring forth another chair. Otherwise, where shall I be seated? Why do you stand there dumbfounded? Hurry and bring a chair for adoptive father. I apologize for troubling you all. To serve our master is truly an honor for these humble servants. Even if it means enduring boiling oil and scorching flames, these servants shall never shrink from their duties. Long live His Majesty, long live, long live. Long live the imperial preceptor, long live. Long live. Long live the imperial preceptor, long live, long live. No need to wish me long live. It is enough that we are invincible. May the grand state preceptor be peerless under heaven. Foster father, what do you think of this memorial? Just proceed as normal. Pay me no mind, as if I do not exist. Yes, yes. Foster father, according to etiquette, when court is dismissed, the one of highest status must depart first. Foster father, where do you intend to go? The royal passageway is within the grand hall. It is fine. I merely wish to stroll. Following me will make this foster father happy. If I am displeased that day, you may all go to the disciplinary bureau and receive your punishment. What does this statue resemble? You all go ahead, pay me no mind. I am quite slow. The Grand State Preceptor is truly too compassionate, possessing the heart of a bodhisattva. This old subject is so deeply moved. I know not how to repay you, save to serve the Grand State Preceptor with all my heart and strength until death. Minister, there is no need. Is this great song dynasty not overly fawning from top to bottom? You all may go ahead. I wish to be alone for a moment. This old eunuch, a 9,000-year-old, witnessed the divine might of the Grand State Preceptor on the city wall just now. I may have been presumptuous. I beg the Grand State Preceptor for generous forgiveness. You are one of the 10 great masters under heaven. Yet before the Grand State Preceptor, what are the 10 great masters under heaven? Merely another cultivator. What do you know of that immortal cultivating in seclusion within the Immortal Sect? That is a sword cultivator. It is said he is an immortal reincarnated from the upper realm, existing since the founding of the Great Song. He once used a single sword strike to open the capital gates, hung his sword above the city wall, and forcibly demanded 50 li of feudal territory to establish his immortal sect. He only demanded 50 li. That is not considered much. The first time I met that immortal was 200 years ago. At that time he was already peerless under heaven, flattening the chaotic Donghua of the Great Song with a single sword, entering the imperial city alone on his sword. Even then, I was a peak master of the Donghua. Yet after 2 sword strikes, I knelt in the imperial city, barely clinging to life. After that, Jiao Dao held his sword, sat upon the dragon throne, and kicked the imperial seal to the ground. Before he departed on his sword, he left a message. He said the emperor is the foremost under heaven, but he himself is heaven. It is said you killed his disciple. I merely snapped my fingers and he died. It was not interesting at all. If I recall correctly, he is extremely vengeful and fiercely protective of his own. 100 years ago, because a disciple lost face at Old Dragon Temple, he directly flattened the entire mountaintop where the temple stood and slew the abbot of that time. The Old Dragon Temple today was rebuilt later. It is no longer as glorious as before. I hope you misremembered. Ha ha ha, he is currently in deadly seclusion and has not emerged for 100 years. But logically speaking, his strength has likely only grown. I fear that if something truly happens then, he might truly be invincible in this era. It is fine, I too can enter deadly seclusion. However, he is currently in his weakest state of deadly seclusion. If we seize this opportunity, perhaps we can send him into samsara. To be the fisherman who profits, you are not yet qualified. Are you suggesting you are small fry? He is a small fish, and I am a big fish. No, I am a star-shattering warship. You truly enjoy treating others as fools. I do not merely cultivate my body without cultivating my mind. How could I go and attack that immortal simply because of a few words from you? In truth, taking advantage of his seclusion to launch a sneak attack is indeed an excellent opportunity. It is indeed a chance to take your life while you are sick. Yet, I prefer fairness. Besides, he is not sick. If he truly were sick, I would retract my previous statement. How much for this Donghua? 10 copper coins. That price is a bit high. The fruits are all in season, and the sugar syrup isn't costly. Selling for 8 wen is reasonable, but that was my old price. It might not apply anymore. Do as you wish. Sir, have you sold hulu tong before? You seem to know the trade well. No, I was formerly a constable. I confiscated quite a few hulu tong. You confiscated these too, sir? Mostly, it was out of gluttony. When they packed up, I'd confiscate the entire stick of hulu tong, take it home to eat a skewer or two. The next day I'd return it. Later, if I craved it, I'd confiscate it again. Eating a skewer of hulu tang costs so little, only a few wen. Why not just buy it? You wouldn't understand. Eating for free truly brings joy. That is true. Sir, would you like to buy some hulu tang? I'll sell it to you at the price you mentioned. 8 wen for a skewer isn't eating for free. It wouldn't taste the same. Besides, I have no money. Ah, you are truly amusing, sir. Thank you for the compliment. Give me a skewer of li shui hulu tang. Imperial advisor, you have looked at that young maiden many times. Does anyone know whose daughter that maiden is? Does anyone know? It seems she is the daughter of a 7th-rank civil official. Young miss, that person seems to be staring at you. Really? That young master over there truly seems to be looking at me. Could it be he has intentions towards me? Why does he gaze so persistently? He should at least turn his head. He appears quite handsome, but I haven't seen him clearly. Should I turn back for another look? No, I must maintain my composure. I cannot turn back again. He is truly strong. The strength of an immortal is truly extraordinary, indeed. You are a chi refiner from overseas seeking vengeance, aren't you? Your method of concealing your aura is not bad. I couldn't detect you. It is not entirely vengeance, but merely my unwilling heart seeking redress from this immortal. It seems I can only take 2 more lives. This is the imperial capital. Moreover, it is a densely populated area. Within a 5,000-meter radius, over 10,000 people reside. When you kill us, do you consider the lives of these 10,000 people? I didn't expect you to discover my benevolent nature. How truly troublesome. We are chi refiners from overseas. Our cultivation techniques mainly involve battlefield divine abilities and spells, characterized by immense power and wide range. Even if I cannot kill 10,000 people later, killing 2 or 3,000 is not difficult. Should I cast my spell, this maiden will be the first to die. Do you have the heart to do so? My spell casting takes less than half a breath. Do you truly believe you can completely slay me in such a short time? It truly cannot be killed instantly. Even with a pierced head, the human body retains a brief vitality, not dying at once. So let us sit and discuss terms. There is no other way. I can only avenge those 2 or 3,000 to console their heroic spirits in the heavens. You wish for those 2 or 3,000 to perish. My abilities are limited, I apologize. But I will certainly avenge them. You are the imperial advisor of Da Song. How can you harbor such thoughts? You wish to kill, I cannot stop you. Then I will simply kill you. You can stop me if you agree. No, I will not agree. Never in my life have I compromised for another. But you are the imperial advisor of Da Song. Thus I must avenge them. You wish to doom 2 or 3,000 common folk for your caprice. No, you are the one dooming them. Furthermore, I have a saying for you. Did you wish to doom all chi refiners for your caprice? If you wish to kill these common folk, then do so. I cannot stop you. But if I kill you, you will not be able to stop me either. Afterward, I will personally journey overseas. To slaughter all of your chi refiners would be no problem, would it? Are you afraid? Afraid? Then stand closer. Soon I guarantee you will not perish. Alongside them. As expected, you still care. We still have one more chi refiner. He is about to cast his divine ability. Understood. Originally, I could not stop you, but alas, your heart is in turmoil, and your hand has slowed. The prefectural authority failed to protect you. We seek the Imperial Advisor's punishment. You truly need not protect me. Do not follow me further. Return home and rest. We thank Imperial Advisor for your magnanimity. Imperial Advisor, may I enter? You? You have met me before, have you not? What is your name? Huang Qingyue. Today, when you bought candied hawthorn, did you not demonstrate swallowing an entire snow pear in one bite? Then, can you perform it again? This time, let us not swallow candied hawthorn. If not candied hawthorn, then what shall we swallow? This surely no man could ever refuse. Can you demonstrate swallowing an entire pig in 3 bites? A rare, heaven-blessed talent. Why have you come here, young lady? My father instructed me to come. He said that Imperial Advisor had taken notice of me and bade me attend to you. Imperial Advisor has indeed taken notice. After all, consuming a whole suckling pig in 2 bites proves my discernment is not lacking. I am indeed a bit gluttonous, causing Imperial Advisor to jest. Yet I am here to attend to Imperial Advisor. Then, how do you intend to attend to me? However you wish it, so it shall be. Very well. Do you know how to play Chinese chess? I once studied with my father. I can be said to know how to play. Besides, I am free now. How about you and I play a few rounds? Imperial Advisor, please make the first move. Then I shall cease being polite. I will make an ingenious first move, let me tell you. Yi Fu has already given the order. Statues of you shall be erected throughout Dasong's counties and cities, for the common folk to kowtow to annually. You choose a day. I will immediately have them carry it out. Why bow to me? I do not grant 3 wishes. You are the national master of Great Song. You single-handedly repelled the foreign tribes, protecting all of Great Song. You are no different from Great Song's protector god. The populace naturally must kneel and bow to you. Choose whichever day you wish. I care not for the effects of Destiny Chi. Each year on the National Masters Day, as the populace bows, the Jialong Chi feels upgrading into Linglong Chi. Truly, even in repose, one can grow stronger. Brother Shen, the board is set. Shall we play another round? The Emperor himself commands. The blood-sweeting steed. Brother Chen, will our kite even fly? Run a few steps, and it will naturally take flight. Brother Chen, have you ever flown a kite before? I have once, but it was not successful. Oh, why so? That day the wind was strong and there was no sun. I thought it perfect for kite flying, so I ascended the mountain. But I forgot that strong winds often precede a thunderstorm. Then, Brother Chen, were you unharmed? I merely lost the kite. Brother Chen, the kite cannot fly. There is no wind. Chen, with such strong winds, will there be a thunderstorm later? No, Brother Chen. Next time, let us fly a kite together. Very well. Brother Shen, wake up. Brother Shen, wake up, Brother Shen. Brother Shen, stop hiding. Little sister sees you. Brother Shen. Brother Shen. Personally, I believe parting needs no letter, for it holds no joy. Yet for courtesy, a word should be spoken. To meet is destiny. Go outside the door and see. And you, ferryman, how much to cross the river per person? 30 copper coins per person. Esteemed guests, please come aboard. 30 copper coins is quite expensive. Now, to cross the river and participate in the #1 martial arts gathering under heaven, all pay this price. My fare is already cheap. Haha, you from the Chen family, why have you not boarded the boat yet? It's almost noon already. The best time for business has arrived. I am not here for business, I merely wish to board the boat. You've been here for 2 years already, yet you refuse to strive to earn money to marry a wife. Then I shall simply wait for a wife to find me. Haha, you. You are both handsome and refined. Winning the favor of young ladies is easy enough. But to marry and establish a family requires more than just a young lady's consent. You also need the parents' blessing. Without a bride price, how can you gain their parents' nod of approval? Then I shall seek a young lady without parents. Young ladies without parents are exceedingly rare. Moreover, such girls are accustomed to hardship, are even more pragmatic, and their standards are higher. Then I shall seek a wealthy patroness. That truly suits you well. Lately, I have grown increasingly unwilling to exert myself. Perhaps it is due to my great turtle breath art reaching grand accomplishment, or perhaps it is merely my inherent laziness. Who can tell? Still quite handsome, as ever. The exquisite spiritual qi, born from the populace's reverence for the national teacher, grows ever scarcer. It took 8 years to gain merely 150 points. It will likely take another 2 or 3 centuries to fill completely. Fortunately, this one can afford to wait. Is there a ferryman? Is anyone operating a boat? I shall pay 50 win. Will no one answer? If not, I shall pay 1 tael of silver. The price is negotiable. This young master is not short of money. If you wish to cross, paddle yourselves. You may offer any sum. This one is not short of money. Does anyone wish to paddle across with me? Rowing a boat by oneself. That's quite a novel idea. Count this one in. At this grand martial arts convention, who among you believes will emerge victorious? The former #1 under heaven, Zuo Feiyang, might defend his title, yet has his cultivation truly peaked? Having served the court for nearly 2 centuries, can he still be formidable? His recent imperial duties have stifled his cultivation and breakthroughs. He may have been surpassed. What of the Immortals? Will they come? Immortals are not of the Donghua. Surely they have no reason to appear here. Moreover, 5 years have passed since he left the imperial city, with no news. I heard he entered secluded cultivation, though that is merely hearsay, or perhaps he journeyed overseas to seek the path to the immortal realm. I heard the immortal has already ascended to the immortal realm, which is why there has been no news. I, however, heard the immortal failed his ascension and suffered grave injuries. The night of the heavy rain in the imperial city last year was precisely when the immortal attempted his ascension. Afterward, Zhao Ding represented the court and announced the immortal's ascension had failed. I also have a piece of news here. Of course, it was recounted by others. It is not what this one believes. Widespread rumors claim the immortal's ascension failed during the great rain in the imperial city, and then the immortal fell. Such words cannot be spoken so carelessly. Now, even this one has fallen. In a few more years, I fear I shall proceed directly to reincarnation. From now on the National Teachers' Day, cease your worship. Instead, simply light 3 incense sticks and offer sacrifices to the departed. Have any of you heard of the young immortal? The young immortal? Is there another such figure appearing now? My rejuvenated self. The young immortal is the figure who has risen to fame in the past 2 years. It is said he cultivated divine abilities and arcane arts, and upon emerging, he defeated several veteran Donghua masters. He even went alone to Old Dragon Temple to discuss the Tao, then descended the mountain safely. What is the background of this young immortal? Does anyone among you know? I only heard he hails from a hidden sect and has emerged now to revitalize it. I've heard 2 theories. First, the young immortal hails from an immortal sect, serving as a spokesperson for an old immortal who is about to emerge. Second, the young immortal hails from overseas, having cultivated all manner of divine abilities and arcane arts. He is a grand accomplishment master among overseas qi refiners, who now dares to enter the great Song Donghua to display his prowess. Do you believe this whole affair is a conspiracy by the great Song imperial family? Why do you say so? The national teacher's departure was merely a one-sided claim from an unknown source. Has the national teacher truly departed or not? Moreover, the 3 leading Donghua masters, Zhen, Kuei, and Chen Nian, all hail from prominent families and maintain harmony with the entire martial world. They even once declared they would eradicate the so-called. Yet, this time, the great Song imperial family is personally organizing this grand martial arts convention, and they further wish to recruit outstanding figures from the martial world. Clearly, they seek to merge the imperial court with the Donghua. If that is the case, then the Great Song Imperial family wishes to turn the entire Jianghu into their subservient pawns. Likely so. But with the power of the Great Song Imperial family, even with Zuo Feiyang and Zhu Tiansui, they might not be able to suppress the entire Wulin. Therefore, I believe the national preceptor is likely hidden, waiting for the most critical moment to act and suppress the entire Jianghu. This matter is not for us to ponder. We are merely here to witness the spectacle. Have all those on the list arrived? 9/10 have arrived. The remaining 10th consists of suspicious and highly cautious individuals, perhaps fearing something, thus they have yet to appear. It is merely a 10th. It will not affect the grand scheme of things. Once the entire Jianghu is within this emperor's grasp, those remaining will naturally know how to choose. If they still fail to understand, then the Great Song Iron Cavalry shall teach them how to choose. Why mobilize the Great Song Iron Cavalry and cause such a grand stir? This old servant merely needs to make a personal visit. It is a trifle. There is no need for Juba to step forward. To serve His Majesty is this old servant's honor. Therefore, during this martial Dao assembly, Juba, I ask that you exert a bit more effort. That is only natural. What did Zuo Feiyang say? Has he agreed? Zuo Feiyang is very difficult to persuade. In truth, I spread rumors, using the pretext of the imperial court and Jianghu coexisting peacefully. But he feared he would be my opponent. I asked senior sister to personally speak with him, yet even she could not persuade him. Even senior sister was helpless. You ask me to spare Zuo Feiyang's life later. Do you have confidence in defeating Zuo Feiyang? 20 years ago, Zuo Feiyang was the foremost under heaven, while I was second. Indeed, we once had a battle. Back then I lost to him by half a move. But if it were a life and death struggle, I am confident I could drag him to his demise, not merely lose by half a move. Now 20 years have passed. I have gained further insights, faintly touching upon the Heaven-Man realm. I possess nearly 200 years of lifespan. No martial artist under heaven can compare. And that young immortal who recently appeared. Have you investigated news of him yet? I have dispatched spies to investigate, but she has not yet returned. According to others' conjecture, he is very likely a Qi cultivator from overseas. I did not expect that merely a year after the national preceptor vanished, these overseas Qi cultivators would dare to openly appear. For years, no news of the national preceptor has been found. It is likely the overseas Qi cultivators realize this, which is why they dare to set foot in Great Song territory. These overseas Qi cultivators have never respected the national preceptor. Now they wish to jump out and provoke. This is normal. For now, do not concern yourselves with them. Once we have suppressed the entire Great Song Wulin, it will not be too late to deal with them. If only the national preceptor were still here. With his prestige alone, suppressing the entire Great Song Wulin would require no effort at all. Look quickly, great hero Changfeng. It is said he declared seclusion 10 years ago. I did not expect to meet him today. Who is that person on the high platform? His beard and hair are pure white, and he wears a black python robe. Could he be the imperial family's supreme expert, the Zhu Tiansui? The martial Dao assembly officially begins. The first match, Xiang Changfeng versus Old Monster Anshan. This old monster Anshan is truly terrifying. His internal energy is immensely profound. To defeat great hero Changfeng in such a short time, it seems highly probable he will rank among the top experts under heaven. Hey brother, you look very sleepy. Why not yield this seat to me? You could go to the back to sleep. No matter, I fall asleep faster here. The hypnotic effect is excellent. I'll pay 1 tael of silver. I don't need your spot, just the chair. Without a chair, my drowsiness diminishes by half. Did you come here to sleep, or to watch the martial arts competition? Merely to witness the spectacle. Truly speechless. The foremost under heaven and the second foremost under heaven clash. Who will emerge victorious? Decades ago, in a battle at the frontier, Zuo Feiyang had an arm severed by the barbarians. I wonder how much he has recovered now. If the impact is too great, I fear he will be no match for Tiansui. A year ago, their victory or defeat was separated by only half a move. 20 years later, Zuo Feiyang is injured, while Zhu Tiansui has diligently accumulated power. His chance of victory is immense. That barbarian martial practitioner from 8 years ago truly left you an incurable wound. You advance, I retreat. From then on, you could no longer catch up. The number one under heaven for 20 years, does he only seek a single loss? Ha, ha, ha. Does Zhu Chensui not know the saying, the fisherman profits from the struggle? My family once said that in this world, Tiansui is the one closest to an immortal. That is why I sought you out. By the way, this red dot on my forehead is from absorbing the flesh and blood of over 10 top-tier Donghua masters, along with their entire cultivation base. That is why they could not attend this martial arts convention, using the entire Great Song Donghua as a stepping stone to propel me into the immortal realm. Aha. Who is it? Have I not told you? Overseas chi refiners, I kill everyone I encounter. You are courting death. We are on the same path, you should not hinder me. On what basis do you conclude this? We are both immortals, both treading the path of immortal cultivation, a step above those Donghua martial practitioners. Therefore, we are on the same side. Ha ha ha, who gave you the audacity to group a lion and an ant together? Yet, we both cultivate divine abilities and immortal arts. No, what you cultivate is not immortal arts, but mere tricks. That is truly called immortal arts. If these chi refiners had simply remained overseas, it would be bearable. After all, I am too lazy to visit those godforsaken places. But you actually dared to set foot upon the territory of Great Song. It seems you did not take my words from years ago to heart. If you yourself do not value your own life, then I shall simply take it. This time I came to Great Song to seek out the Imperial Preceptor, on behalf of the numerous overseas chi refiners, to confess our sins to him. I have also brought a tribute. This is the treasured artifact of our overseas chi refiners. I humbly offer it to the Imperial Preceptor. If you wish to apologize, you can start in your next life. However, I fear that even in your next life, you will not remember this lesson. I have lowered myself to this extent, yet you still wish to disgrace me. Then do not blame me for risking my life. Even if I cannot kill you, I shall destroy the foundation of your grand Tao intent. I have heard many jokes, but to make me laugh so genuinely like this, you are the first. Even if I am a joke, how much better do you think you are? In this entire world, I fear there is not a single soul who is truly sincere with you. Look at those Donghua martial practitioners around you, and the court, the imperial family. Who doesn't wish you dead? Who doesn't wish for your downfall? You despicable wretch. How dare I sow discord between me and my adoptive father? See, the Great Song Imperial family merely wishes to exploit you. Who truly cares for you? You speak truly, yet I must still kill you. Even if you can kill me, I will still deal you a painful blow and injure you. 100 years from now, when the old immortal reappears, he will surely slay you. Indeed, this is the one contending for his key providence. Yet I must still kill you. You believe yourself to stand upon the highest peak, yet you are already at the very edge of the abyss. A single misstep will send you plummeting. That is true, but it does not change the fact that I wish to kill you. You said you would deal me a painful blow and injure me. I see you still do not quite grasp the difference between a lion and an ant. You all always call me an immortal, but in truth, my immortal arts are not powerful at all. Spare my life and I will surrender the Linglong Pagoda. I can also rally all overseas artifact refiners to your cause, to seize great fortune and slay that old immortal within Da Song territory. I do not require your aid, I can slay him on my own. Where do you intend to go? I wish to step beyond this land. Fire blazes in the sky. Esteemed sirs, how fares everyone these days? By the grace of my foster father. In recent years, Da Song has prospered greatly, enjoying peace and tranquility. You may continue your battle without minding me. I am merely here to watch the spectacle. I've merely erected a simple arena. It might be a bit crude, but pay it no mind. That chi refiner, I shall not slay you, for I must take you back and interrogate you for crucial information. Indeed, I should not have appeared in the Zhanghu. How can a cultivator and a martial artist ever share the same standing? Thus, I hope we do not meet again in the Jianghu hereafter. Our paths shall not cross again. This servant greets Yue Jin Yang Yang. Tend to your own duties, pay me no mind. Your Majesty, it is time for more tea. Is Huang Qingyue in the imperial city today? Reporting to your Majesty, Ye Jin Yang Yang arrived early this morning, stating she wished to gaze upon the snow. She is likely in the east corridor now. Tell this emperor, why did I bestow upon her the title of Yueji? This servant dares not speculate on your Majesty's divine will, because she was once Shenxia's maidservant. Though only for a year, she was the one who remained by Shenxia's side the longest. This emperor granted her the highest treatment, such that all who meet her must show courtesy. You think this emperor yielded merely out of fear? Shenxia has not appeared for 15 years. Yet each time this emperor recalls him, a chill still runs down my spine. Look at Huang Qingyue. How old is she this year? 30, 40, 50. Yet her face is identical to how it was years ago, barely changing. Your Majesty means she first received Shenxia's legacy. In other words, she may very well become Da Song's third immortal, stepping into the realm of the old immortal, Shenxia, the third immortal. Do you understand what that signifies? This ignorant servant understands it means your Majesty must not only lavish her with offerings, but also treat her as a second Shenxia. This emperor once considered seizing Huang Qingyue's legacy. The thought of achieving immortality merely flickered for a moment. This emperor does not fear Huang Qingyue. What this emperor truly fears is the one behind her. Though he has not appeared for 15 years, and even if he never returns in this lifetime, this emperor still fears him. The day he departed, the snow fell as heavily as this. If only that farewell wave had not been a parting, how wonderful that would have been. If only that wave had been a call for me to depart with him, how wonderful that would have been. You left after the heavy snow. Can you return before the flowers bloom? It's dark again. Lately, this happens often. I merely gaze at the growing plants, and I become lost in them. By the time I awaken, I know not how much time has passed. Over the years, I've poured all my points into fortune, raising it directly to 40, surpassing even my strength. I even unlocked the Fortunate One achievement. Simply put, the smaller the matter that affects me, the more luck I will encounter. For significant matters, I receive a lucky burst. It's roughly akin to a critical strike. Now I begin cultivating the Xuanhun Daozhang. This cultivation technique first requires condensing Xuanhun Qi. Only when it's accumulated within the body can one comprehend its Dao chapters. Each Dao chapter represents a unique technique, categorized into two types, 5 elements and yin-yang. The 5 elements are self-explanatory, far too familiar. But the yin-yang aspects are quite intriguing. Within it, yin is illusory, and yang is substantial. Within the yin-void doctrines, a technique greatly interests me. The netherworld isolation realm. It pulls a cultivator one major realm below into a forced one-on-one duel. Once unleashed, it can only be dispelled when one side perishes. I simply call it opening a match. Yet this seemingly fair technique possesses an utterly unfair mechanism. The caster can absorb 3/10 of the opponent's strength. What's more, I'm not merely opening a match. I'm also conveniently amplifying this year's power. No longer investing in karma, I shall continuously boost my strength. As for spiritual energy, there's no need to rush. Once my strength is sufficient, raising my spiritual energy then won't be too late. A responsible man must be strong enough. Karma is taking effect. You have comprehended time, gaining elementary comprehension of time. What are you thinking about? Why didn't you take me with you? Because I already said, we would meet again. But I didn't expect it to take so long. But you are still young, aren't you? I am already an old woman. In my eyes, you are still the little girl from all those years ago. When will you leave this time? Having returned this time, I do not intend to leave again. I plan to remain in the imperial city to cultivate. Are you truly not leaving anymore? Endless travel has grown tiresome. There are no more places worth visiting. I might as well remain in the Imperial City to cultivate in peace. Excellent. Truly excellent. It seems you truly haven't changed at all. How can that be? If measured by a mortal's lifespan, I am already an old woman. But by a cultivator's lifespan, you are still but a mere girl. I hope so. It was always so. How much of the mysterious soul Dao scripture I left you have you cultivated? I've only condensed 50 wisps of mysterious soul chi, and haven't yet carved the Dao scripture. Even with my cultivation base, I have only condensed 3 wisps of mysterious soul chi. Am I that useless? It's alright. At least you are a good person. You as well. Thank you. Indeed, I am a good person. Why is Lady Weiji personally receiving guests? Who is that man? What are you staring at? All of you, sneaking around. Crown Prince, Lady Weiji is receiving an honored guest. We merely glanced out of curiosity. An honored guest? A young man who looks even younger than me. Even Imperial Father can only treat Lady Yueji with utmost respect. So what kind of existence is that man then? Could he be the national preceptor? The great national preceptor. The national preceptor is this emperor's adoptive father. Should you ever have the chance to meet him, you must spare no effort to curry his favor. Great national preceptor, you all withdraw. Do not linger here. This junior Songnan pays respects to the great national preceptor. Seeing Lady Yueji so joyful upon meeting you, I thus made this speculation. This humble one presumes to pay respects to the great national preceptor. What if you guessed wrong? If that was merely speculation just now, then this junior is certain of it. Indeed, then you have guessed correctly. This junior has often heard Imperial Father speak of the Grand Tutor. To behold your true personage today, I am both astonished and dared to disturb you. Indeed, he bears a strong resemblance to Song Wei. Many thanks for your praise, Grand Tutor. So you have come merely to see me. Imperial Father has longed for the Grand Tutor for many years. Now that the Grand Tutor has returned, Imperial Father will surely be overjoyed. I originally intended to immediately inform Imperial Father, but I feared displeasing you, so I specifically came to ask for your counsel first. If you wish to speak, then go and say it. Considering his status, he can also be considered one of mine, can he not? Soon, someone else will come to greet me. Foster father. It has been a long time. It has been 50 years since we last met. Foster father. Do you truly wish for me to appear? When you were young, you did not wish it, but now in your old age, you do. As for me, I barely remember you. This time, I have returned to cultivate and enter seclusion. I may remain for quite some time. You do not mind, do you? Naturally, I do not mind. You may stay for as long as you wish. As long as Great Song endures, you may reside here freely and at your leisure. Such exhaustion. It must be because I am about to form my Jindan. What are you thinking about? Thinking of her. Am I not standing right here? What need is there to miss me? To gaze upon someone and still miss them is also quite normal. Is that truly normal? It is. How about a thrilling game of Xiangqi? The rules of play. As long as you can persuade yourself, that is enough. 1, 2. I hope my Jindan is not an insignificant green turtle. Only upon forming a Jindan can one be considered a celestial being. What does that mean? A 7-colored Jindan. Have I formed a rainbow lantern? Among these 7 colors, there is no yellow. A Jindan with no golden hue, does this make sense? It truly does resemble a light orb. The aura it emits is indeed overwhelming. Fortunately, my body is not glowing translucent, and I can clearly feel a significant increase in power. Only upon achieving the Jindan can one truly be considered to have stepped onto the path of cultivation. Only then can one unleash all manner of divine abilities and spells, and begin to create one's own divine abilities. The most important aspect is to create one's own divine abilities. If I can create my own divine abilities and spells, then I have quite a few ideas. Considering my previous insights into time, I must create a divine ability that stops time. When I formed my Jindan, why was there no prompt about my Qi luck? Could it be that my Qi luck was insufficient, and thus it was not activated? Did my 7-colored Jindan appear due to the blessing of Qi luck? After all, I found money on the road, and my fishing hauls were bountiful. Fortune gave no warning then. What are you thinking? That little rascal is here. Waiting for me? You said you wish to break through to the Jindan realm? This is a momentous event. I've been guarding outside for you every day. What if someone sneaked in to disturb your breakthrough? Actually, it's not a big deal. Besides, within the Imperial City, no one dares disturb me. One should not fear the multitude, but the single unforeseen event. Then you truly went through much trouble. Heh, it was no trouble at all. I saved this for you. Since when did you save it for me? It's been so long, yet it hasn't melted. Every day I carry 2 candied hawthorn sticks. If you came out of seclusion, I'd give you one. If you still didn't by the next day, I'd eat it myself. How devious of you. You should wipe it too. Do you have bad breath? Of course not. My mouth is quite fragrant. Even my saliva is sweet-smelling. If you don't believe me, try smelling it. Fragrant indeed, truly fragrant. Wait, my saliva is also fragrant. How am I supposed to smell that? That fragrance doesn't necessarily need to be smelled. It can also be tasted. That sounds quite reasonable. So then, do you wish to taste it? Truly? Is it sweet smelling? The aftertaste is boundless. Huh, that is good then. Are you truly prepared? I have waited for decades. It is time. I wish to cultivate the sword. Why cultivate the sword? Because I've seen that all those great Jianghu heroes seem to wield swords. And there's a saying, the sword is the king of 100 weapons, possessing the greatest lethality. Chengge, do you like goose yellow dresses? Do you like it then? I don't know. I find a goose yellow dress suits you wonderfully. Then, I like goose yellow. Father, my great calamity is approaching. The crown prince will succeed next. I hope you can protect the great song. Heavenly disasters I can prevent, but human calamities I do not wish to meddle with. If those things truly come to pass, naturally there's no need for your intervention. One can only say Da Song deserves to perish. I must enter secluded cultivation now. I will guard your seclusion and await your emergence. For 130 years I have cultivated the Jindan. Today the core is complete. Peerless under heaven, invincible in this world. The sect master sent me to inform you. If Da Song wishes to continue existing, its entire populace must worship his divine effigy. But currently, within Da Song's territory, the Grand Imperial Advisor statue is already worshipped. I do not concern myself with such matters. If you wish for Da Song to endure, then obediently comply. Otherwise, we would not mind replacing you with a more obedient dog. What did you say? Grand Imperial Advisor, if you still wish to rely on us, I advise you to swiftly abandon such ridiculous notions. The sect master has now broken through to the Jindan realm, invincible under heaven. I give you 3 days. If you still haven't decided after 3 days, the one speaking with you will no longer be me, but the sect master himself, who will personally arrive at the Imperial City. If it truly cannot be done, then there is only one way. Change the object of worship to that old immortal, and await the Grand Imperial Advisor's emergence from seclusion before proceeding. Who is the current emperor? Come out and meet me. You dare show your face this time. Are you courting death? Having become a servant of the imperial family, one must naturally exert utmost devotion. Enough, cease your words. Your voice alone sickens me. A wretch like you dares to utter such words? You claim to cultivate the Tao of immortality. But what immortal Taoist would proclaim themselves a servant? The world is vast. All manner of strange occurrences exist. As peculiar as you are, can you withstand a single sword stroke from me? Try me. Are you even worthy? Emperor of Dasong, I grant you 3 last breaths. Song Nan greets this old immortal. Are you worthy of standing and speaking to me? Kneel. Generations of Dasong emperors have been truly disrespectful, meeting me, yet refusing to kneel. Do you truly believe this world belongs to you? The venerable immortal's teachings are indeed correct. The matter I had the elder relay to you 3 days ago, have you considered it thoroughly? Forgive me, venerable immortal, but if you handle that matter well, I will let you govern this realm. Otherwise, I shall replace you with another. After all, I merely require an obedient dog. I hear that in the past century, a new immortal has appeared in the world. It turns out to be you, the Grand Imperial Advisor of Dasong. Currently, people still worship his statue. Tell him to come out and meet me. 80 years ago, he slew my true disciple. A life for a life is only fair. The Grand Imperial Advisor is currently in secluded cultivation. I fear I cannot summon him. A mere fledgling cultivator needs to enter seclusion? This is the place, is it not? Halt. You are also a sword cultivator. What if I do not stop? A mere ant like you dares to wield a sword before me. I could crush you with a single finger. Venerable immortal, please wait. This young lady's cultivation talent is not bad. She can awaken her divine soul. It could be useful for body snatching later. You once told me, is the path of cultivation, by absorbing incense offerings from Taoist temples, truly feasible? This is an unwritten secret of us overseas chi refiners. Absolutely. If it proves ineffective, old immortal, you may take my head. I shall harbor no resentment. Many thanks, old immortal, for saving my life. You overseas chi refiners are useless apart from your strange evil arts, yet you dare employ such vicious methods against me? When I return, I shall certainly extract your divine soul. Wait a moment. I will drag that one out of his closed-door cultivation and hack him into pieces. Perhaps if you kneel and beg me now, I might be in a good mood and only beat him to the brink of death. To give you more time to talk, the mysterious soul energy is trembling. Senior Chen is about to exit his cultivation. I demand you kneel and beg me at once, or I shall kill this person immediately. The Great Song's treasury holds countless torture methods. Just wait and enjoy them. I haven't even sought you out yet, and you dare come knocking at my door. The heavenly fate of this world is limited. It cannot accommodate 2 simultaneous ascensions. Only by slaying you can I truly pursue the Grand Tao. Old man, are you courting death? To take your head and help me achieve the supreme Grand Tao. The only head you'll take is your own. I have cultivated the Tao for 200 years. I entered the Tao with my flying sword. My killing power is unparalleled in this world. You are merely a cultivator who relies on brute strength. By what right do you dare confront me? Because you yourself are trash. Very well. So young, yet already so presumptuous. You have been so arrogant since childhood. I have no father or mother. I ascended the mountain at 3, trained with the sword at 16, and became unrivaled under heaven at 26. Yet that is no reason for such arrogance. Cultivation is all about contention. If one does not contend, does not seize, then how does one cultivate? Relying on others' charity. If you wish to contend, then go contend with those who also seek to contend. Why come raging to the imperial city? I have come precisely to contend with you. The opportunities in this world are limited. They are insufficient for two to ascend simultaneously. Only by slaying you can I seize my chance at ascension. With your meager aptitude, you wish to ascend. You claim to be stronger than me. Of course, whatever you say is correct. The moment you arrived here, you should have already prepared for your death. You are not merely a Jindan cultivator. Indeed, I am Kai Dan. Once you achieve the Yuanying realm, you will immediately ascend. This world cannot contain a Yuanying cultivator. You will ascend to the Immortal realm. If nothing unexpected occurs, you will surely be assigned to the Jiao Immortal Sect's manor in the upper realm. Why tell me all this? Do you hope I will be moved by compassion? And spare your life? I merely wish to tell you that no matter how mighty you are in this world, after ascension, you will be nothing more than an ant at the very bottom. Then why do you still wish to ascend? Will you not still be an ant? Ha! Ha! If you do not ascend, you can only await the depletion of your lifespan and die. Only by ascending can one pursue the grand Tao of immortality. Even if I must begin as an ant, laugh if you will. Once you reach the upper realm, with your non-contending nature, you will only be an ant trampled upon for eternity. At least I am still alive. I have slain the Jindan of this world. The strong are invincible. This singular gain. Previously, slaying an upper realm immortal already granted me demonic power. Now slaying a mere Jindan also yields a reward. The rules of this heaven and earth are truly intriguing. Jindan is already the ceiling here, isn't it? Only with 3,000 strands of invincible intent can one open the path to the grand earth. My 4 strands are not even enough to move a finger. I merely keep them for aesthetics. Are you not injured? He wishes to find me, just let him approach. He cannot defeat me anyway. For your soft flesh to block him would be utterly senseless. I feared disturbing your cultivation. What if I fail to seize the objective? Even if you do not seize the objective, I can still slay him. Next time, simply flee. I am invincible. Then may I stand by and watch. Just stand and watch obediently. Do not rush out on your own again. I will not. Is your injury all right? Probably. It should be fine. Let me examine it. You cannot examine it so casually anymore. Chen, what troubles you? Do you wish to inspect my injuries? Tonight we shall only discuss medical arts, no other matters. Then please, come in. It matters not if I slowly accumulate points hiding in this world, but Qingyu cannot. To achieve immortality, she must ascend to the immortal realm. Xiaoshui is also awaiting me in the immortal realm. Sooner or later, I must depart. It is decided. From today I shall forge my path of invincibility. Oh, look, it's snowing. Cheng, do you like snow? Quite fond of it. Why is that? Perhaps because my homeland rarely sees snow, I cherish gazing upon it. Is your homeland Chen in the south? That place indeed rarely sees snow, unlike this distant land. No matter how far one travels, there will always be a day to return, correct? It no longer matters. Chen, let us build a snowman. Very well. Ha ha ha. This time, we shall build 2 snowmen. May they lean against each other? The vice sect master arrived at the Da Song Imperial City this time, rumored to aid that afflicted old immortal. Yet in the end, the vice sect master still overestimated that old immortal. The reputation of that venerable immortal was indeed peerless. yet he dared to be compared with the Great Song Imperial Advisor, calling them the two earthly immortals. To me, it's nothing but a joke. The Great Song Imperial Advisor is truly beyond peer. Rumor has it, he vanquished the old immortal in less than 30 breaths, unstoppable. What if the Great Song Imperial Advisor seeks us out in our maritime domain? Impossible. This place is an expanse of desolate islands. Furthermore, we've burrowed deep beneath these islands, right by the sea. He cannot possibly find us here. But are we to hide here for the rest of our lives? Sooner or later, we must interact with the outside world. What if the Great Song Imperial Advisor blocks the coastline? Perhaps we should proactively seek to gain his favor. We possess a formation array that absorbs the power of faith offerings. That venerable immortal collaborated with us precisely for this very thing. Upon careful thought, surely the Great Song Imperial Advisor also has need of this. Or perhaps we send a letter to the Great Song Imperial Advisor, conveniently offering some precious artifacts to show our sincerity. But what if the Great Song Imperial Advisor refuses to come? That would be improbable. Perhaps he is also seeking us out. Who knows? He might already be here. Seeking me? What a coincidence. I was also seeking you. Are we truly doomed today? Today, I offer you two choices, death or life. I am not one who revels in slaughter. Therefore, display your sincerity. I might consider sparing your lives. We were just discussing pledging allegiance to you. If you agree, we are willing to complete the grand sacrificial formation array on your behalf. From this day forth, the common folk of Great Song, and indeed all living beings in this world, shall worship you. What benefits would that bring? To achieve godhood. With your current cultivation realm, you must surely know of the all heavens and myriad realms. I once heard it mentioned that among countless worlds, there are many mighty sword realms. The immortal realm above us is one of those peak-level sword realms. As for those who govern this world, they are merely Fujiao immortal sects within the immortal realm. Then, what does that have to do with achieving godhood? Each world or realm is like a complete body. And that body also has its internal organs, its limbs and myriad parts. The reason our realm is so weak, even failing to produce a single Jindan in centuries, is that it lacks its most crucial heart. To become that heart is to achieve godhood. After becoming the supreme being of this world, everything within it will empower you. Simultaneously, your cultivation realm will influence the world, making this world grow ever stronger. Both sides support each other for mutual benefit. How do you know all this? 500 years ago, a Jindan ancestor once sought to achieve godhood and ascend, but his innate talent was slightly insufficient. He failed, perishing amidst 100,000 bolts of lightning tribulation. One still has to undergo lightning tribulation. To ascend to the upper realm, one must overcome heavenly tribulations. Ordinary heavenly tribulations would not be a concern, but the ancestor sought to become a god and ascend, thus triggering 100,000 cataclysmic heavenly tribulations. Do you mean that after I become a god and wish to ascend, I must also overcome 100,000 heavenly tribulations, or even more? However, undergoing heavenly tribulations is not necessarily a bad thing. Since ancient times, cultivators have faced heavenly tribulations upon breakthrough. Thus, they are often seen as auspicious signs. The stronger the heavenly tribulation, the greater the benefits to the cultivator, should they overcome it. It's merely that the ancestor's aptitude was insufficient to withstand the 100,000 heavenly tribulations. Otherwise, he would have ascended to the immortal realm, and by now be a figure of great renown. Recalling 500 years ago how majestic were we Qi refiners. Even emperors would bow and kneel before us. Now we can only hide on this desolate island. Such is the impermanence of the world, truly. Has any other immortal ever descended upon this world capable of obliterating an entire city with a single palm strike? A single palm strike obliterating a city. The ancestral master's texts record one such occurrence 600 years ago. where a single palm strike annihilated an entire city. However, the ancestral master speculated that the owner of that hand was not a celestial being, because the descending envoy of the Fujiao Immortal Sect was also unaware of this incident. If it were someone from the immortal realm, their magical fluctuations absolutely could not escape the notice of the Fujiao Immortal Sect. Thus, the envoy of the Fujiao Immortal Sect speculated it was someone from another world, and though no one knows which sword realm they belonged to, they had certainly entered the saint level. I once witnessed it 100 years ago. 600 years ago, 100 years ago. Is the cycle 500 years then? You witnessed it? That hand was immense, covered in thunder, with lightning bolts like small snakes weaving between its fingers. Then it simply pressed down, and with a pulverizing blow, the vast city vanished, just as the ancestral master recorded. What then was that colossal hand? Why did it come to this world to destroy a city? Are there any other benefits to becoming a god? After becoming a god, you will be the fastest cultivator in all the lands, and it will also accelerate your personal Grand Dao's progress. All of this is recorded in the ancestral master's texts. Thus I implore all of you, help me become a god. Chen, do you think the flowers I embroidered are beautiful? As beautiful as you? Not at all. Qingyue, what if we must part ways in the future? Why would we? I'm merely saying if. Moreover, that day may very well come. Each of us still has a very long path to tread. Why can't we walk it together? Do you wish to walk with me? But not everything is as beautiful as we imagine, is it? If we truly must part, then we are bound to meet again later. The Grand Turtle Breath technique has been cultivated to great completion. He is but one step away from the Yuanying threshold. Currently, Liang Bai can freely manipulate the flow of time within a 30-meter radius around him. Has his cultivation progressed so smoothly? You can now pen your own sagas. Heavens, the Grand Turtle Breath technique is truly peerless. He relied entirely on his innate talent. The upper sect has come to recruit disciples. This scene is truly reminiscent of yesteryear. But now, things are different. Back then I was but an insignificant ant now. I am the foremost under heaven. To think such a small world could produce a cultivator on the verge of entering the Yuanying realm. Truly impressive. But the one I seek is not you and Chen. It is this young girl. Come with me to the sect. You claim to be the master of the 9th mountain? I've never heard of it, nor have I. You only need to know that we are formidable. I have come to take on a disciple. I am not here to explain myself. Shouldn't those taking disciples be from the Fujiao Immortal Sect? The Fujiao Immortal Sect is indeed your superior, but taking disciples only requires mutual agreement. What's more, this girl has an affinity with our 9th mountain. By rights, she should belong to the 9th mountain. As for the Fujiao Immortal Sect, no peerless figure has emerged from it, for tens of thousands of years. Even if they now have another saintess, she is merely a budding genius, not a true expert. Compared to our 9th mountain, she is still a step behind. Xiaoshui is like this, and so is Qingyue. In your small world, only those with exceptional destiny and innate talent are drawn to one another. In other words, the heavenly Tao will create opportunities for you to meet, thereby elevating your destiny. For the two of you to cultivate to the Jindan realm in such a small world, lacking both spiritual qi and destiny, is truly remarkable. If I agree, Can Brother Xia and I enter the 9th mountain together? You cannot. Why? He is a man without destiny. Even heaven and earth cannot grasp him. Furthermore, his current cultivation realm is too low. It would inevitably affect others. Our 9th mountain does not need him. Absolutely not. I will not go. If you wish to stay by his side forever, then you must ascend and continue your cultivation. You are only at the Jindan realm now, while he is about to enter the Yuanying realm. When that time comes, he will ascend first, and you will still be left in this small world to cultivate. It is even highly possible that due to his ascension, he will take the last shred of ascension destiny with him, leaving you unable to ascend, destined to grow old and die in this small world. Are you truly willing to accept that? How can we possibly trust you? You can only trust me. There is no other choice. Even having descended into this small world, I still possess a Yuanying cultivation base as my foundation. You cannot resist me. Is that not so? Xuanying. Xuanying alone is not enough. How can one touch the grand Tao of time before even entering the Yuanying realm? If we are to speak properly, I still hope we can do so as equals. Not yet in the Yuanying realm, yet you've already stepped into the grand Tao of time. You are truly a genius. What a pity you are a man without destiny. Otherwise, even our 9th mountain would vie for you. I do not need you to vie for me. I only wish to know how you will treat Qingyun. You all cultivate the profound soul, Tao scroll. This is a cultivation technique that our 9th mountain spread throughout the immortal realm, and only its first volume was disseminated. Its purpose was to seek out prodigies across the myriad worlds suitable for the profound soul Tao scroll. Yet this young girl, in a small world utterly lacking in spiritual qi and fortuitous opportunities, managed to cultivate to the Jindan realm, and even condense over 1,000 strands of profound soul qi. Her innate aptitude has already reached the quasi-saint level. Although not comparable to a great emperor, if she fully matures, she will be enough to dominate a region. Therefore, the 9th mountain must take her. To remain in this small place would be an utter waste of her innate talent. You still have not proven your sincerity. With so many words, who can discern truth from falsehood? This concerns King Yu's future. I cannot rest easy. But you two will also eventually ascend, will you not? And when you ascend to the immortal realm, you must choose a sect. Otherwise, with your current strength, you would only become prey to the outer heavenly demons. Furthermore, you and this young lady, I fear, cannot ascend simultaneously. At most, you can suppress your cultivation for 300 years before you must face the Yuanying heavenly tribulation to ascend. But this young lady is uncertain. Moreover, she cultivates Jushan's Xuanhun Dao scripture, which is inherently slow. If she remains in this minor realm, lacking both spiritual qi and providence, it will take at least 500 years to form her Yuanying. If you ascend first, the providence of this minor realm will be insufficient to support another Yuanying's ascension. What then will be this young lady's fate? Perhaps she will merely live out her destined lifespan. That may sound like a not-so-bad outcome. But is it truly good? Only she herself would know. If you were not a providence null person, my Jushan sect would surely accept you. What a pity, truly a great pity. Currently, you have already comprehended the grand Tao of time to an introductory level. Your future achievements would at least be that of a quasi-saint. What is a providence null person? Nothing special. Simply they possess no providence, no fortuitous encounters. They cannot be divined or spied upon by the heavenly Tao. Everything must rely solely on themselves. Hearing you speak, being Providence Null doesn't seem like a bad thing. No, being Providence Null is precisely a bad thing. Because they are not recognized by the heavenly Tao, they cannot become a quasi-saint, much less ascend to higher realms. Throughout their entire life, at most, they can only cultivate to the Bushan realm. This is like a cup of water. Others' limits are like a full barrel, only unfilled due to various reasons. However, your limit is merely half a barrel. No matter how hard you try to fill it, or what method you use, it will only ever reach half a barrel. No wonder all the immortal sects refuse to accept me. It matters not. I do not rely on cultivation to grow stronger. Secondly, a Providence Null person will affect the providence of those around them, and most of these influences are negative. I have lived for 30,000 years, and have never seen any positive influence. Thus all sects dislike Providence Null individuals, and certainly will not accept them. I already knew this information. At most, I will simply cultivate harder on my own in the future. For now, let us discuss Qingyu's matter. Once Qingyu arrives, how will Jushan treat her? With her quasi-saint aptitude, she will undoubtedly become the sect master's personal disciple. Once she becomes a quasi-saint, she can become a sect master, just like me. Are you a quasi-saint? I am not yet a quasi-saint, merely at the peak Bushan realm, though I can be considered a half-step quasi-saint. It is only because my combat power is too formidable that I was allowed to become sect master early. I, however, find you rather intriguing. How about we suppress our cultivation to the Jindan realm and exchange a few moves? Also, to let you witness what true innate divine ability is. Even the Yuanying realm is not worth mentioning, let alone a Jindan. My Jindan is an invincible Jindan at this level. Furthermore, I will use some divine abilities not strictly of the Jindan level, but their power will absolutely remain within the Jindan scope. I suggest you simply use your Yuanying strength. Why? Because I am Kaidan. What is a Kaidan? A heavenly Dao Jindan. One without Qi Yun cannot condense a heavenly Dao Jindan. Cease these flashy displays. It would be better to speak with true divine abilities. What is the meaning of this? I do not enjoy verbal sparring. Excellent. Such power. How is your Jindan not like any other Jindan? On the contrary, it resembles a silver Yuanying. If you were not one without Qi Yun, countless great immortal sects would desire to take you as a disciple. Even I am swayed. My thanks for your concession. Do you intend to cease fighting? You cannot defeat me. If I suppress my cultivation realm to Jindan, it is true I may not necessarily defeat you. After all, you do not resemble a Jindan in the slightest. However, in this minor world, I can elevate my cultivation realm to Yuanying, yet using Yuanying cultivation is not permitted. Such confidence? I still possess many unused divine abilities. You can undergo tribulation and step into the Yuanying realm at any moment with but a single thought. My. You truly never cease to surprise me. I never imagined such a minuscule minor world could produce a figure such as yourself. Even if your limit is only the heaven-mending realm, you would still be among its strongest practitioners. By then, Jushan would still welcome your entry, even under the title of honored guest. Indeed, an honored guest is a fine position. But for now, Qingyue's matter takes precedence. If you do not believe me, I can leave you a Ming Deng connecting both realms. By then, you can converse with her through the Ming Deng. When you later ascend to the Immortal realm, you may seek her at Jushan, provided you do not linger too long. Qingyue will surely reach the Immortal realm. This young lady has indeed resolved a predicament for me. It is still best for those involved to decide for themselves. By the way, my name is Shen Ying, Sect Master of Jushan, and a candidate for the next Mountain Lord. Consider this carefully. Do not make things difficult for yourself. Once in the Immortal realm, I can still contact Chen. Is that not so? With the trans-realm Ming Deng, you both can still communicate. Later, should he ascend, he may visit you at Jushan, but he cannot remain for too long. Very well, I agree. Farewell. Ha ha ha. Just you, wait for me. Love spreads like a wild blaze. Grand Imperial Advisor, please bless my family with peace and safety this year. Mother, is the Grand Imperial Advisor truly still alive? Don't speak nonsense. The Grand Imperial Advisor is an immortal. Of course, he is eternal and undying. 50 years have passed. Traversing this realm truly consumes a vast amount. The destiny of heaven and earth is almost depleted by your absorption, yet only 2 new portions have been accumulated. It will take at least another century before I can contact Qingyue. Little Qingyue should still be safe, right? A heaven-ranked disciple with her own palace, who was close to overcoming the Yuanying tribulation back then, must surely be a Yuanying realm cultivator now. Excellent, this is the true power of a grand sect. However, I cannot ascend to the Immortal realm too soon. Those old monsters have all cultivated for tens of thousands of years. I am but one person. To go there now would be no different than courting death. I must wait until my spiritual qi accumulation is complete and the Grand Tao initiates. Using primordial chaos qi to forge the first enduring Tao will at least increase my strength by 500-fold. Only when my foundation is solid shall I ascend. And little Shu ascended to the Immortal realm long ago. Surely, he has become a formidable figure there by now. Impossible. This cannot be. Your Majesty, the rebel army has reached the palace gates. If we do not depart now, it will be too late. Those lowly commoners, how dare they rebel against Great Song? With an immortal's blessing, we shall endure for all eternity. This emperor shall go and seek out the immortal at once. Immortal, Grand Imperial Advisor, come out now. We respectfully invite the immortal to emerge from seclusion, annihilate the rebels, and protect our imperial dynasty. You exploited the populace, raised taxes exorbitantly, filled your coffers with corruption, and were bloodthirsty by nature. Today is your day of reckoning. Dynastic change is inevitable. A new dynasty has been established. First, we shall pay respects to our ancestors. Emperor of Great Xia, pays respects to the ancestors. Pay respects to the ancestors. Not again. Not that. It's him. Why has the sky gone dark? What is that? It's a hand, a colossal hand. Get out of the city, leave the city at once. Grand Imperial Advisor, please manifest your divine power. Immortal, save our lives. It's useless, all of it is useless. What Immortal? That's just a rumor from centuries ago. No one can save us. Scold all you want. But why curse our heritage? I also wish he were real. But where is he? Emperor of Great Xia respectfully invites the Immortal to emerge and save the world. Tens of millions of Great Xia's people have worshipped you annually, revering you as the paramount supreme being. Now, with a world-ending calamity looming, you hide underground like a timid turtle. What kind of immortal are you? You are merely a cunning opportunist. So, there was never any immortal in the imperial city after all. Then let this emperor perish along with this empire. Your reprimands are still far too gentle. Hush now, immortal, cease your tears, step back, and witness my display. My respects, immortal. Pay close heed, for such a sight may not grace your eyes again.